What is up, boys? Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 3 of the Off the Rip podcast. We have our first guest returning, Mr. Dominic Lyles. This was a great episode. We sat down, chopped it up, had a great conversation. I couldn't even tell you what all we talked about because we talked about everything. This episode almost hit 2 hours, and I thought it was a great one. How do you feel about it?
No, I mean, just like Bailey said, reoccurring guest, Dominic, second time he's on the podcast. It's always a good time when the boy comes on.
Yep.
I felt like we had great conversations.
100%.
It's a long one. I know it's 2 hours long, but we appreciate everybody coming in, watching the videos.
Absolutely.
We're still trying to get to that 100 subscriber mark, so if you guys are enjoying the content, don't forget to go below, hit that subscribe button for us, hit a like button, leave a comment if you're so interested, and yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Off the Rip podcast. We'll see you next time.
That's right.
Okay, so you said you spent how much on your ticket?
I'm not proud of it, but I think after like fees and shipping and everything and the insurance on it, it was like $500.
Dude, that just shows you how much prices have gone up.
Oh, they jumped the prices up tremendously this year. Even the car camping pass used to be $60. It's like $110.
God dang. Yeah, the last time I went, that was a wild story. I bought a ticket. I'm not going to name his name, but I bought a ticket off somebody that is into somewhat sketchy activity anyways.
I know who you're talking about.
So, what should have been clue number one for me to like, hey, you know, whatever. Anyways.
Hey, guys, what can I get for you?
Yeah. I get all the way down there, and no problems. But like, it's the like band that you put on to get in, and I'm going through security, or I'm going through your car thing, and the guy says you don't have a car camping pass. You need to go pull over here. So I was like, okay. So I go pull over there, and she scans my wristband, and she's like, it says it's inactive. And I was like, inactive? And I was like, I'm blowing this guy's phone up. Because I told him to send me the information, and he never did anyways.
Yeah.
Because it has an activation code. And I was like, hey, man, you need to activate it, you need to activate it, you need to activate it. Well, turns out what you could do is you could buy the ticket, you could order it.
Buy the insurance.
Well, I don't even know. Who knows if he bought the insurance, but then you just say you never got that band. So now you have two bands. One's good, one's bad, because they send you another one. So he sold the band that was deactivated.
So he paid for himself.
So he basically paid for himself to
Yeah.
get in. It could have been an absolute disaster of a situation, but luckily I got down there. They saved me a spot like right behind their car, because like all the cars are literally like one after another like this all the way through there, and they saved me a spot behind them. So I pretty much just drove all the way over there, and then the next morning I walked into Centeroo that night, just walked past the gate. Like, they have guys standing there, and I was like, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna see what happens.
You just like walk up to these little like scanners, and you like tap like this part of the band. You can feel it. It has like a little RFID.
Yeah,
scanner.
you like scan it in.
Just, like,
so I
tap
just
it, and it like lights up green or it lights up red. And Tom was like,
yeah, I literally just did it really fast and walked through, met them, like had no idea where they were, caught up with them later.
First night, just like walked in without an issue.
And that was one of the only times ever going there that I think I was walking around with like a hoodie on. It was like 60 degrees at Bonnaroo, which is just unheard of.
It was
like,
cold that
which
night.
Should be a rule in festivals anyways, that's what the temperature should be like. Because sometimes, dude, you're in there and there's 100,000 people around you, and you were just like, that's probably a couple of my complaints, is that it's ungodly hot whenever you go there. It is so hot sometimes.
That year, I can't remember if it was that year or what year it was, but one year they did it in September. They're like, no,
that was supposed to be
they were going to that was COVID
year, right? They pushed it back to September.
And everybody was like, it's going to be freezing.
Yeah, but then they end up completely canceling it, I'm pretty sure.
But no, that was like in the middle of June, dude, and it got down to like 40.
Yep.
Wow.
It was cold.
Crazy.
But also, you just throw another blanket on, but that also means you could sleep till 9, 10 o'clock the next morning.
Yeah,
because sometimes
that's so false though, because I went to bed that night in sweatpants and a hoodie, and I woke up at 7 and it was 85 degrees.
True. I just threw a blanket over.
I was dying.
But yeah, anyway, so that night, whatever, get in. And then the next morning, what my goal was is basically just walk around and try to find somebody that had an extra ticket. Because you know how it is, like, you start out and you got 5 buddies that are going to go, and then one guy drops out and he's like, hey, man, take my ticket, try to sell it. And that's exactly what happened. I'm walking around, and I think it was the 3rd person that I asked. I'm literally just going in and out of tents, like, you guys know anybody that's got an extra ticket? And they were like, that tent right there, I'm pretty sure has one. So I was like, all right, cool. I go over there, and basically I'm like, $150? And the guy's like, yeah, it's my buddy's, and he pretty much just told me just try to get as much as you can out of it. So I was like, deal. We walked to the ATM together, and on the way to the ATM, he's like, look, I'll make sure it activates for you. So we went into the tent together like I should have done with the first guy.
Yeah.
And it activated, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll get you the cash. So that was my last time going, and that was the most wild. That was completely, like, Bonnaroo was on like I went down there on Thursday. Everyone else goes on Wednesday. But I worked a 12-hour shift. After my shift, took 2 5-hour energies, drove all the way down to there. I was literally like falling asleep, and it was like 11:30 at night whenever I got there.
He got there super late. He got there so late that I was already back in the campsite. I was not doing too well.
Oof.
Yeah, it was the first night, and I treated it like a sprint, not a marathon. And Dominic comes up, and the first thing he says to me, he goes, what happened to you?
I was like,
I'm
dude,
sitting there
it's
in the
literally night
campsite,
2.
like, shaking, and I'm just like, just don't. Just don't.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
He's like, well, I'm going to go to Centeroo. I was like, have fun.
Oh my god.
It was 11:30, and I was
Text me if you need me.
Yeah, I was just chilling in the campsite, dude. It was me and Zach, and then Eli. Eli was a little too messed up, too.
Yep.
Good
Yep.
Lord. So
Yeah.
obviously, you took something. I mean,
No, I really don't mind to
It
tell you.
was it was medicinal.
I wasn't going to. It was not medicinal. We went to.
maybe to get rid of PTSD.
It was lab grown medicinally.
Okay.
It's a 3-letter fun thing. To do.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use your imagination.
Very first night, and we're all sitting in front of the other stage, which is like the EDM stage, right? And we're all sitting there, and it's me and a few of our buddies, and one of our buddies pulls it out and just kind of like looks at me, and he looks at one of our other friends, and we all just kind of look at each other, just like, yeah, let's do it. So we did it, and we're having a great time. And then me and Eli and his girlfriend at the time, and Zach, and then one of our other friends that was also on it, we all walked over to a different stage to watch this band called Cherry Glazer. Dude was like really good on the guitar. We're watching it, it's fantastic, and there's this dude in front of me, and he's got like, his shirt's, he's in all black, first of all, and his shirt's got like this red, like, it looked like a metal band t-shirt, which wasn't that bad of a thing, because I like metal, but like, he was sitting there like talking to himself. And like it looked like he was arguing with himself, and it was freaking me out. Dude, I couldn't focus on the music. I was just like watching him.
Yeah, dude.
And then he like these people like walked by him and accidentally bumped him, and they like it looked like they said sorry, and he kept walking. And it looked like he was just like yelling at him.
You fucking want one, buddy?
Yeah, dude. It looked like he was going off on him, and I was just like, what is going on? Then he started getting in his bag, and I was like, oh no, here we go.
Yeah.
This is how it happens.
Yeah.
Dude.
And so like at that point, it was like bad time.
Yeah.
And immediately after that, we all just decided, like, get me out. We walked all the way back to the campsite. It was like 1.5 miles. It felt like 6. We finally got there, and then I couldn't realize I was in a cutoff in shorts, and I was just like, I was shaking.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out why I was shaking.
Yeah.
And I looked at my phone and was able to make out that it was 45 degrees, and I was like,
Wow.
well, that makes sense. So I
Yeah.
threw on a hoodie and sweatpants and just got cozy and let it wear off.
That was I want to say it was that year if I remember right, but of course I was out of it whenever this happened. I didn't even catch this, but it was at an Eminem performance.
Oh,
and in
gunshots?
their performance
At Bonner?
Yeah, in the
Yeah, he
performance,
headlined,
it wasn't
2018.
actual gunshots, but in the performance, one of his songs at the very ending, so everything, the bass kind of stops and he stops singing, and all of a sudden you hear bow, 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 bow. Of course, I'm like, I didn't even realize
like
it. But people started
some
freaking.
rap concerts. They do that. Like at the end of songs, it's like a gunshot. It's like,
Yeah.
I know exactly.
and then
what
they
you're
come up and they're like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
It was like that, but it was way more realistic of a shot.
People started freaking out. Like,
Really?
yeah, and then
Bonner
they
and
had
Twitter was going crazy.
Bonner,
Really?
Yeah.
Twitter Bonnaroo was like posting like all this stuff, like everything's okay, you know, it was part of the act, yada yada.
Yeah.
And then on the big like jumbotrons that they had up there, they had like a disclaimer, I guess you would call it, saying like part of the show. Everybody relax, it's okay. Yeah, that was wild.
We were in the middle of that crowd, and Dominic was right beside me. We were watching Eminem perform, and that happened, and the lights flashed, and then me and Dominic both were like, and like looked at each other. We're like, bro, we thought we were hit.
What the heck was that?
Yeah. I was like, dude, I really thought I thought we were hit. I thought we were done.
Yeah, dude, I am bummed I'm not going with you this year, but like that's another thing that's the worst part about it is like seeing everybody's Snapchat stories and everything, because I'm like, damn, bro, I would love to be there. God, I would love to be there. Like the last time, I think I was working nights at Eastman, and I was literally just like on the computer, because I think Hulu was streaming.
Yeah, they
Hulu had like a live stream of a lot of the shows, and I was just sitting there watching. I was like, take me back. I wish. Because, I went 4 years in a row, 18 till I was 22. So,
you went 16, 17, 18, 19.
Yeah, I went to 4. So, I haven't been in 5 years?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because the last one...
2 COVID years.
Yeah, well,
the 2 COVID years. Last year, I didn't go.
Actually, the second COVID year... They were going to have it, but it flooded because of that hurricane that moved all the way up from the Gulf.
I think I'd rather have had it canceled, like, straight up for COVID. It was literally, like, Wednesday. That's when everyone starts going in there, and they basically
I was on my way to Nashville.
They basically said, like, hey, we're canceling it, like, nothing. So, everyone's packed up. They buy their food. You know, they're driving there, and then they drop the ball and say, like, it's almost, in my eyes...
People got really mad. But they did say that you could... roll your ticket over. Like, they gave a certain allotted amount of tickets that they allowed you, if you got in there in time, to, like, roll it over to the next year.
Yeah, but, like, okay, I guess it would be like a Woodstock 99 type thing where, you know, have you guys ever watched the documentary?
Dude, that's
so
crazy.
Like, people got, like, trench foot and trench mouth because of all, like, the bacteria in the water. Mm-hmm. So I guess there are definitely just, they know it's going to be a huge liability. But it'd be kind of dope to just be covered in mud running around that place, wouldn't it? That'd be kind of sweet.
Do you remember the Hobo Johnson concert?
Yeah.
Where they got in the pit and it was super muddy, and everybody was just like stomping around, kicking mud around everywhere.
Yep.
It had rained the night before. Dude, it was so humid.
Yeah.
It was Sunday at like
stunk so bad.
It was Sunday at like 4:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
It was like sun straight in the sky, like beating down on you, and everything's like wet and muddy, and we just go in the pit, and people just got their muck boots on, kicking mud around, jumping around. It was fun.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Great times. I'll go back, and when I go back, we're not staying in a tent either. Not a fucking chance I'm staying in a tent whenever I go back there.
You got a super nice
I'll pull
RV.
my camper there, bro. I'm not staying in a tent there.
It's so much, honestly, I think it kind of works out to be a little bit cheaper, but you get 4 tickets when you buy a VIP, because you got to buy VIP to go when you have a campsite.
I don't know if you have to buy VIP.
The parking thing is what I mean, because like all RVs park in VIP.
Yeah, it's like $1,500 for, I want to say, no electric, and then like $2,000 for electric.
But then you
gotta think
people.
I can fit 4 or 5 people in my camper easy.
Yeah, but with that $2,000, you get 4 bands, 4 VIP bands.
That's what I'm saying. So like, yeah, sign me up for that.
Yeah.
Like, I would definitely
sign me up too.
Yeah, I would definitely.
I'm taking one of those spots.
Yeah. Absolutely. But yeah, I hope you have fun this year. It's gonna be. I'll be like looking up like T-Bone's at Post Malone's concert.
Oh man. Oh dude.
Hopefully, he plays some of that country music.
Okay, that's the rumor is that he's gonna bring out Morgan Wallen, because where they're gonna be so close to Nashville. Like, a lot of people are thinking that, like, they obviously have, like, a book list of songs they've probably been working on for a while. Yeah. But, like, he's going to bring him out, and then they're going to kind of debut a lot of, like, the country songs at Bonnaroo. That would be sick.
Are they coming?
That would be sick.
Hopefully
they already have a collab. They do.
I know that. I've heard the song.
Like a whole album.
Yeah, is that what they're working on?
I know Post Malone is dropping a whole country album.
Really?
How many Morgan Wallen songs are on there? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's probably got a couple more if I had to guess.
Yeah.
But that would be so dope. And he's the whatever. I know you like 21 and J. Cole and stuff. I think he's the best artist of our generation.
I know you're a huge fan of him.
Come, how is he not, bro?
Post or Morgan?
No, Post Malone.
Okay.
Yeah, that laugh was like, dude. Post Malone.
I mean, that's I can.
That's
I
a
don't
fair
think
argument.
So. Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause-
I don't
yeah.
think so. But
think of
it's a
another
fair
dude
argument.
who could sing "Killing in the Name of" by Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
You know, sing all these country songs that he's doing.
That's true.
And then I guess you would, I guess, classify him as also a rapper, but like
He definitely came up as a rapper.
yeah, like White Iverson and stuff. Like
Yeah.
all of those songs are bangers.
Yeah.
Like no one else is that like talented in different
Versatile.
genres.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I mean, it would be cool. I mean, I love seeing Post Malone. He was a great concert the last time too, and I'm sure he will be this time. And if he brings out Morgan Wallen, that'll be dope. But I just hope Morgan Wallen doesn't throw a chair into the pit.
Oh my gosh.
I'm there. I hope he does. Let's get rowdy.
Just take a picture and be like a huge dent in your forehead and be like, "This is from the leg in the chair that Morgan Wallen threw."
Morgan Wallen's paying for my next house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be dope though.
Yeah.
That'd be dope to see him.
Well, Dominic, welcome back for round 2 on the pod.
Yeah, dude.
for
First
having me,
recurring
boys.
guest.
Thanks
Yeah.
for having me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, first guest we ever had.
First guest we ever had.
Yep.
Yeah, first guest of season 2 as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Glad to be here. It was a blast last time. I'm looking
Dude,
forward to it
I
again.
know.
A little bit different setup as well.
Yeah.
Now we're a little bit more official with the mics and people can actually hear us talk.
Yeah, I mean, your apartment's super nice. I will say, for the viewers out there, I know you probably can't see it. Maybe he needs to give you an apartment tour. You know, like, you got a lot of dudes out there, okay? Like, I guess I'm referencing myself.
Pause.
Like, hold up. Like,
Where's it going?
you go into a dude's apartment and it's like an air mattress. You know, it's like
Flags on the wall.
It's like a cardboard box of like a TV. Tucker's apartment is super nice. Like, if you just gave me an apartment and were like, whatever, here you go, it would not look like this. I can assure you that.
I remember
it would
your
not
apartment
look-
over there.
Yeah, I had
Dude.
American
your apartment
flag.
over there, geeking. Dude.
Okay, let's talk about the things that were in there.
Pieced together.
Okay, American flag,
Cardinals flag.
Cardinals flag, cat calendar.
The coffee table that has been through everything.
It's been through hell and back.
Looked like it came from a Japanese restaurant.
I think it did. I think it did.
Japanese consignment.
Yeah.
It was at this furniture store downtown when we were moving here. I think we talked about this on the last podcast. I'll make it quick. But it was at the very, very back of the second story, covered in dust. And my parents, whenever we moved here, were kind of like, you guys, whatever, you know, we're moving to a new house. You can decorate your room, get new furniture.
Yeah.
And we found that. My mom was like, really?
Yeah.
Like, you can get anything and that's what you want? And we were like, hell
This
yeah,
is sick.
this thing is awesome. So yeah, that. And then I think I had like that tapestry behind my couch.
You did.
You hung up a Bonnaroo poster.
I hung
Yeah.
up a Bonnaroo poster.
Like a little like lineup sheet that they give you to like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't even know what
Look.
they give you. Yeah,
Yeah.
just to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not to hang up or anything.
It's like when you go to a ski resort and they give you the map of the park.
Exactly.
Dominic is like,
yeah.
whoa!
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
Decor, dude.
that shit's hard. Put that on the wall right now.
Decor.
But also, what geeked me out was my couch that I had, which we bought that day that we got that table.
Oh.
So that couch had been through hell and back too. And whenever I was moving into my new house, Zach Ratliff, we were moving it in, like literally about to go through the door, and Zach just stops and he's like, "Dude, keep your house nice. Don't fucking put this couch in here."
Yeah.
And I was like, you really think it's that bad? And he was like, "It's pretty bad, bro."
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, throw it away. And then we took it to Goodwill. Goodwill wouldn't even take it.
No way.
Goodwill wouldn't even take it. You know how have you been to the one, I guess that's Salvation Army, the one that's downtown?
Yeah.
They have a huge dumpster in the back.
Near DB?
But it's
No, it's down near like that.
it's like by Krispy Kreme.
It's like on Dell Street, right?
No, it's
That's Salvation Army.
Yeah,
if
it's
that's
by,
what you're talking
yeah,
about.
it's by like Krispy Kreme on Stone Drive. It's like where Harbor Freight is.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that's like a.
That's Salvation Army, I'm pretty sure.
Is that Salvation Army?
That's Salvation Army. To
Yeah.
the left of
Yeah.
Harbor Freight?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yes it
that-
is.
yeah.
And there's the giant dumpster.
Yeah,
back
there's a
Yeah.
dumpster back there. So it's me, Devin, Zach, and I think you.
there. I was about to say,
You
yeah, I
were
think I
there
was there.
too, and we're like
That
they
dumpster
say
is huge.
they say no, we're not going to take it. So Devin jumps up in there, and all three of us are pushing this couch, and we throw it in the dumpster. and We're like, "See ya!"
Oh my gosh.
I remember
And
that.
then in my bedroom,
Dude.
I had a dirt bike,
Yes!
2 mountain bikes, and then I had
The
that
trike.
little trike thing back
That
there.
was crazy.
Yep. See, that's we were talking about earlier about the married man and the single man. That's what I did whenever I was,
Dude,
when I
when
was
you
a
had that
bachelor.
supermoto in there, it was insane.
Yep.
And then you had a bed in the corner, and it's not like. And then you had like a dresser of drawers. Not against the wall. You had your bed with the freaking drawers at the edge of your bed
With
in
a
the
TV
middle,
on it.
with a TV on it in the middle of the room.
Oh my god!
That was crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Bringing back memories. And then, was it? I was trying to think of where I had that. Didn't I have like a JoJo poster?
JoJo Siwa.
Do you remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, we
and
had
everyone
that.
like colored on her face and stuff.
Speaking of apartments, you actually just sent that 7 years ago today. We moved into the one in Johnson City together.
Wild, dude.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Me, him,
wild.
and AJ. Me and AJ didn't even have a room.
Here we go. AJ, whenever he watches this, is gonna be like, "See, Tucker still remembers too."
Yeah, me and AJ didn't have a room. Dominic was the only one that had a room. My room was still being lived in by somebody. I was getting it in August, and AJ was just kind of in limbo, figuring out where he wanted to go.
We talked about this on AJ's episode.
Yeah. AJ loves bringing it up.
Yeah, well, so somehow or another, Dom cons us into paying, basically splitting.
Bro, they
listen,
agreed to it.
Listen,
They agreed.
basically cons us into paying rent, splitting what the rent total is between me and AJ. He wasn't paying a thing.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
No, it came out of your bank account. But then me and AJ fed your bank account right back to you were at net zero after you paid rent,
It was $450.
and me and AJ were paying like $200 each. So
The story gets so much more. It was $450, and we each paid $150. Now I will say, was that a little unfair because you guys were staying in the living room? Yeah, absolutely. But like, I put a roof over your head, and this is how you talk to me.
Yeah, I got you 2 sleeping bags.
That's what I'm
A
saying.
litter box in the
You
corner.
didn't put a roof over our head, bro. We crashed on your couch.
Hey,
That's good.
we all had
squatted.
we all had to get by, and we got by, didn't we?
We did get by, and I don't know how we got.
I don't
by.
know how either.
Dude, the TV on the wall was so small.
Yeah.
It was like a 36-inch that was sitting 15 feet away from the couch.
And you're all getting lit to freaking.
we're like, dude, this shit is awesome.
We're all sitting here watching music videos like...
Dude.
The funniest thing that we used to do there was we used to take rap videos and then turn on old country music. So turn on like...
Purposefully.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it doesn't match up.
Yeah.
So it's like people dancing on a car with like guns, and then it's like Neon Moon by Brooks and Dunn that's playing.
She stopped loving me.
It was so funny. But yeah,
21 smacking somebody with a gun.
Yeah, both of those apartments were a really good time. It was definitely cool moving back to here because I don't know, Johnson City's cool and everything, but
I really, the more time that I spend in Johnson City, I really like Johnson City, but I would much rather, like living in Kingsport and going to Johnson City, it's like I would rather go to Johnson City for like dinner and like maybe hang out for a beer and then come home. I don't like going out to Johnson City when I live in Kingsport.
I think that's
Because it's like sketchy, dude. It's like I
Yeah.
stay out there till like, midnight, and then it's like, okay, let's drive 30 minutes back on the interstate, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
far drive.
It's different than
Yeah.
like, if I really had to, I could walk back
For
here.
sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, if
Absolutely.
I was scared about catching a DUI or something after being out with all of like everybody,
100%.
I just walk home.
Yeah, there was that one night that we got shit canned at Beef O'Brady's over here. Me, you, and Devin, and that guy passed out at the bar. And
yeah.
I wasn't even worried about it because I was like, I'm just gonna walk home. Like,
Yeah.
it was one of those guys. I think he was there by himself, and he just kept buying a shot after shot after shot. And normally I would take one and be
No
like,
way.
all right, dude, I'm good. Like, I gotta drive here in a second. But like, I was like, I can just literally walk out this door, go right around, and go walk right to my apartment.
Yeah.
That is the awesome part about these apartments too. It is. I mean, you got Sixth Brew over there now.
Yeah.
But have you guys been there yet?
Yeah, we.
Six Gristing. I thought it was six Gristing Grind.
Yeah, Six
Six
Grist
Grist
and
and
Grind.
Grind.
I always
That's
call
what
it
it-
Six Brew. That place is awesome.
It is cool.
7 Brew.
7 brews.
Yeah,
is what
se-
you're thinking about.
yeah, like-
a coffee shop.
That place is awesome. Like, they got, hot dogs on Thursdays or whatever, and it's literally, football field's length away from
I
your
didn't
place.
even know they had food.
Oh, they have really good food.
Dude,
Their
Yeah.
tacos on, I think they're Tuesdays now, and then their hot dogs on whatever Thursdays, I think is when that is. fire. Super good.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been once, and Tucker met us there.
Yep.
The drinks are interesting. I
Yeah.
will say.
He
Do
brews
you
all
like
of his
what they
own beer,
have?
though.
Do you like what they have?
You're asking the wrong guy because I stick with like 3 beers.
Okay.
Bud Light, I mean, really
Bush.
and like Michelob.
All light beers.
All light beers.
Yeah,
And I like Coors. Like, I'll drink Coors every once in a while. But
No,
I like Guinness. But, I mean, I don't like the IPAs.
Yeah.
I don't like the hazies. And his beer is like a, what is that called? Like
It's IPA.
a California, like out west type beer.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more fruity, but they're not bad. To go in
Yeah.
there and have a couple of them,
Yeah, no, it's
I'm
cool
fine with
environment. The owner's cool, and I like supporting small businesses too.
that. Yep, that's
Yeah.
my thing too.
Mhm.
That's what we like going in there.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm glad everybody had positive things to say because shout out Six Grist and Grind, new sponsor of the pod.
No free shout-outs.
Are you being for real?
No, I'm just joking.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what?
Would be a nice little move, though.
Yeah, no, dude.
That
for
would
sure.
be cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you agree that Bailey, I guess Bailey's probably got the most swag out of all of us, right? Like,
What the hell?
he's always got like the cleanest shoes on and everything. Like, I wish I could keep up with stuff like that. So he would be the person to ask this question to.
Don't say anything about your shirt.
No, not about the
Okay.
shirt. I know it's a goofy shirt. Are flip flops for dudes? Can a dude wear flip flops?
Well, define a flip flop.
No,
So-
no, we're talking about like
Thongs.
thong in the
Yes!
thong in the toe.
Yes,
Dude.
dude.
No.
Okay. We
Dude,
gotta say
no.
the environment too. It's not like I'm wearing them to
Downtown
to go
Kingsport
do
at
some.
a bar.
I was at high voltage in a pair of
No.
flip flops on a summer day.
No, dude.
No.
Seriously?
No, dude.
It was
Absolutely
that
not.
bad.
It's the beach only. It's the
And
beach.
even
maybe,
him, I thought
maybe,
Bailey was
the
gonna have
beach,
my
bro.
back on
maybe a
this.
swimming pool. You know what I mean? But dude,
No, the only time I'm wearing flip flops, bro, is if I have nothing else and I have to take shower. Like I have to go take a shower in like a public shower. or
Yeah,
something.
like at the gym.
And even at that point, like I got Crocs.
Okay.
Yeah.
This didn't happen that day, but you're at
They
the.
know you by flip flops at high voltage. Every
Yeah.
time I'm in there, they say, "Where's flip flops?" And I'm like,
I know.
Wow.
That's why I'm like. That's the first I've ever heard of that. Like, because I like wearing a good pair of flip flops.
Yeah.
I like flip flops.
No,
like,
dude.
"Clip it."
what's wrong? What's wrong? I don't get it. But
No.
also,
Bro, you just
I have
we're
dad
guys.
style too.
We're
Like,
guys. We
Hey.
have ugly feet.
Yeah.
That's true.
They're hairy toes,
Yeah.
mangled, like calluses,
Yeah.
mangled toenails. Like,
Yeah.
bro, it ain't a good look.
Yeah,
Autumn would just be
toenails.
like sitting on the couch and be like, "You really need to clip that toe," and I'm like, "Oh God, oh God, I do."
Dude, I feel
You're having a can of tuna with
I know.
Okay, well now that we got that cleared up,
Yeah,
because
you
that's
can't.
that's been bugging me for a while,
You
and I was
can't do
like,
it, bro.
Bailey's definitely the dude to ask. Like Devin, nah, he's not really the dude to ask, even though I've seen Devin wear flip flops before.
You wear slides all day.
See, I'm not a
Slide.
slide guy though.
No, that's the same
no,
thing.
I don't
But
like
you'll wear
slides.
toe thongs?
Yeah,
Dude, that
like,
thing is so uncomfortable.
What do you have a pair of
And
slides right
and
now?
it's just
First, oh yeah.
What do you have? The Nike ones with like the Nike check across it?
Or Adidas, either one, you're good.
yeah.
Or Yeezy slides.
That's more of like an out of the shower, like put on a pair of slides like that. It's not like a going out thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Thongs are formal. They're formal.
Dude,
No,
dude,
you can't.
No,
You can't. You're
no.
not saving this
we
argument.
need to clip that alone.
I mean,
Thongs are formal.
I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I guess I'm just. I will be the first person to. I have no style at all. But whenever I put them on, I'm like, I like them.
Hey,
I like these
hey,
flip flops.
hey, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's true.
thongs are fine.
That's true.
No, different strokes for different folks, but not those strokes.
Yeah.
Never
No
again.
thongs.
Please don't, dude. God bless you, Autumn.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can see what I got on underneath this.
Yeah, wife
Wife
beaters.
beater.
Yeah.
Okay, that's another question that I have. Why do they call them? Are they literally wife beaters?
Dude.
I
don't
was
know.
thinking-
Are
about
they
this.
are they called that because it's like a slang term because a stereotypical guy that wears one
I would assume.
beats his wife?
I would
dude.
assume.
Like very urban term.
Yeah.
Originated.
Urban
with-
Dictionary.
Straight from Compton.
Yeah,
That's where that
yeah,
originated
dude.
from.
Might be some brothers wears some wife beaters.
That
Non-racial.
yeah.
For real though.
It has to be. It's not like Haynes was like, "You got the wife beater on."
Yeah.
Like you can't pitch
They call
that.
them tank tops. They're like underwear tank
That's-
tops.
I would say
Something
that's
like
probably the like what they like. If you got like a Hanes thing of these, it probably says like undershirt. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
That's
what
probably
I want.
like going to a like Hanes store and asking for a wife beater is probably like going into a dispensary and asking for bud, and they just get pissed off.
You got that loud pack?
Yeah, I know.
Like we don't use that terminology around here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, can I get a pack of blunt wraps? These are cigars. These are cigarillos.
Now I can't sell them to you. It's like,
Yeah.
don't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Or you go
It's like,
into,
do you guys have any wife beaters? Like, get out.
Yeah,
Can't sell them.
No,
Or fresh out.
We're trying to get rid of that name. That's like that one time I went into Catch 22 before I got hired at Fastenal, and I asked for the cleanse. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I got a drug test, and she was like, I can't sell it to you now. And I was like, what do you mean?
So stupid.
You have to say
It's for a detox.
It's for a detox. If you say it's, she was like, I can't legally can't sell it to you anymore.
That's insane.
I was like, no one's coming in here and buying
Yeah,
this
I know.
to detox off hamburgers.
It's
like,
like,
if I
be
was-
cool, just
Yeah.
be cool.
Yeah.
Man. Come on.
If
So
I was
look at me.
if I was going to detox, I would. If I was actually wanting to detox, I'm going a natural route. I'm not strolling into Catch 22
Yeah,
and buying
exactly.
a body detox.
100%.
oh,
That's like buying a boner pill from a gas station.
yeah.
for sure.
They put one in my drink one time. Yeah, it is weird.
Are you serious?
Dude, pinch
you
a
on
2-inch
it?
tip.
No, we went up to. You weren't there, I guess. I don't think we went up to Charlotte one time, and I noticed everyone,
Devin's birthday.
Yeah,
they did this?
everybody was being real weird around me, and like they were like, and I was like, what? Like, what's going on? And then later on in the night, whenever we were all hammered, they were like, did you not feel anything? And I was like, no. Alex bought one of those. Is it horny goat weed?
Yeah.
He bought one of those things and broke it up and put it in my beer.
That's a
Dude,
supplement.
he like date raped him.
Horny goat weed's literally a supplement, though.
Is
Like,
it-
yeah,
is it-
yeah, no. Like it's in like it's beneficial to take that exercising.
I was like, why did you do that to me?
It's supposed to horny goat weed's supposed to like promote like blood
Blood
flow
yeah,
and like
circulation.
opens your veins. It's like L-arginine, but
Yeah.
L-arginine is a much cleaner supplement than horny goat weed.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is. I guess in theory,
You're
it could
buying
work.
it from like a 7-Eleven though, so I'd probably go with the other one you were saying.
Yeah, it's probably not horny goat weed. It's probably like the Viagra that was messed up.
Yeah, they was like,
They
yeah,
rejected.
Yeah.
horny goat weed. Yeah, right.
We'll sell it to you for 50% off. Deal.
Take it.
Peel
So,
it up.
Are you guys gonna watch the Shane Gillis Tires thing? Have you seen anything about that?
The movie?
It's a
sitcom.
series.
It's like a
Is it
sitcom.
really?
It's like
I saw
a-
the preview for it, but I didn't know what it was.
What are your thoughts on it so far?
Dude, I like Shane Gillis.
I like Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
too.
I haven't seen it.
Like my cousin said it, and I kind of agree. It's gonna go one or two ways. It's either gonna be really, really funny, or it's gonna be really fucking dumb. Because
Yeah, it can be.
there's parts of it like they had a teaser that came out like 4 years ago. Like they shot a pilot for this like
4 years?
It's like it might have been longer than that. It's like a 20-minute long full episode that they filmed, and it was hilarious. Like and it's been on. I watched it like a long time ago, and so I guess it finally got picked up by Netflix. It's been in like the works for a long time. But who's that chubby comedian that's on it?
Is
it
Stavros?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
like one of the main characters on
Yeah.
it too. It's got to be good.
Oh, was
Yeah,
it?
I
It's
would
gotta
think so.
be.
I'm gonna
Was it
check it.
Stavros on JRE?
Yes,
Yeah.
and on Theo Von's podcast.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know who that guy is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like
He's
really.
a weird looking guy.
He's a
a
weird
very
looking guy, but
weird-looking
he's
guy.
funny, dude.
Yeah, he was on my algorithm for like the longest time, but I don't really see
He
anything
popped off
about
there
him
for a
anymore.
minute. That's when I saw him. That's when I saw him on Jerry. Didn't listen to it. I did watch the episode on Theo, and he's a pretty interesting guy, honestly.
Kind of like I don't get the whole sketch thing. Like he's funny,
Sketch?
he's funny, but that dude was all
Popped
over my
off,
social
dude.
media.
Popped off.
Like
popped off.
ESPN was like Barstool, like he was on everything. And
Got
I'm
to
like,
announce a draft pick.
Yeah, he was on the he was in the
Insane.
NFL
He was
draft.
with
Yeah.
Garrett Clark on GM Golf and like Steven.
No
and all them
shit.
from Good. Yeah, he played golf with them.
That's what I'm saying. Like that guy too. Like he seems like a funny dude and everything.
He's a good kid.
He's
too.
a good guy. That's what I like about him. It's
Yeah.
like he's like a genuine like normal regular person that just
Yeah.
caught fame.
Yeah.
And he even says it too. Like he's so humble about it. He's just like, dude, as soon as I get memed, I'm done. So I'm just going to schedule things back to back to back and live it up while I can. And just like, yo, respect.
Yeah.
Like, you know that this is like your 10 minutes of fame and you're just going to live it up and you don't, you know what I mean? You're not trying to be something you're not. Like, you're just living your life. And I love that.
I mean, obviously I'm not in that situation, but I feel like that's the best.
Well, when the podcast blows up, you will be.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly.
third co-host?
Yes,
hey,
dude.
let's go, boys.
Dude,
let's go, boys.
Hey, we come up, the homies come up.
Yeah.
But I would say, like, because I just know how I am. Like, if I ever got famous, yeah, right, whatever. But, like, I would want it to be for, like, a year or 2 years.
Yeah.
Look at all of the, I mean, I know they're kind of childhood people, but, like, look at all, like, the stars that just go crazy and derail. Like, I feel like you are not supposed to have that much attention on one person. Whenever everybody around you is just like a yes man and every wild idea, they're like, yeah, man, that's a great idea. That just, it messes people up, you know?
Dude.
I'd rather make a bunch of money, disappear, never see me again. Make enough money where you know, you're somewhat popular or whatever, but also you never have to work again. And you don't have to like constantly be doing media and be under a camera.
Yeah, well, there's I feel like there are certain people that can handle that pretty well.
Yeah.
But the ones that grow up in it, like Miley Cyrus and like Justin Bieber and stuff like that.
Demi Lovato.
Drake Bell.
Well,
Drake Bell. Well, yeah.
The first two I named actually made it out of the turbulence somehow.
Yeah.
They definitely.
The last two that we mentioned did not make it out of the
Yeah.
turbulence. True. Like Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber, like when they were younger, superstars, everything, and then they just had freedom and went crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like you said, they had a bunch of yes men around them. Like, when we were that young, dude, like, we needed some people around us that were like, hey, it's a bad that's a bad decision. You might not want to make that. They don't have that, really.
Yeah.
You know, for the most part, they're just like, go wild and do whatever you want.
Everybody's on everybody's on his payroll.
Yeah,
you think as somebody he's paying is going to tell him to stop doing something?
Yeah.
No.
Somehow they came out of it for the better.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, now I feel like Miley Cyrus is, like, one of the best artists of our generation.
Easy.
In my opinion. Like, dude,
sure.
she's insane.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber, I don't really listen to his music like that, but he does have some, like, crazy pool.
Yeah.
You know, like, he is another good artist. I like some of his songs, but, like,
Yeah.
you're probably not going to catch me listening to him. But
Me and Autumn were having that conversation the other day, and it's like, those two are great examples because they were... Like, there's no reason Justin Bieber and Miley Cyrus should... I mean, if you gave me that much money whenever I was 20 years old, I'd be gone, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
you'd be
gone.
part of the 27 Club. No,
That's what I'm saying. Like, and it seems like really... I know Miley kind of had a little wild spell, but, like, didn't Justin, like, did he wreck a car? Or he got, like, a DUI, right?
Well,
and then it was after that is whenever he didn't really ever do anything else.
I don't know. There was like that time period. Hannah watched a documentary on him because she loves him. And he, like, this is the time period because he, in the span of a year and a half, he went from clean, looking normal, got his whole body yadded up. Then he, like, got addicted to some sort of pills.
Mm-hmm.
He shaved his head, got addicted to pills.
Bro.
Yeah.
And then after that, he made a transformation. He came out with, like, a Christian album. But he had to go to a dark place. I couldn't tell you all the ins and outs of it.
Yeah.
But he definitely, I don't know about the DUI or whatever. I'm sure that's true. He definitely went through some stuff, though.
Yeah, like, that's just, like, my thing is, like, I mean, just imagine
Bro, you
walking
have
down the street.
Money, unlimited girls, unlimited drugs, unlimited everything. And they're expecting you, in human nature, to say, have some sort of moderation and, like, temperance about all that. Yeah, right. Like, you know how hard that is?
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, don't touch all that fun stuff. It's way too fun for you, bro. It's gonna give you the best time of your life, but don't do it.
Yeah, only a small amount.
Yeah. Whatever, dude.
What's gonna happen if I do? Nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like human nature is gonna make you take it.
Yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
what I think too with like a lot of those artists like that, and like because Miley said it on Rogan that you don't understand that when you get on stage and you're singing in front of 50, 100, 200, 250,000 people, and they're singing along with you, and that you are creating that type of energy in that place, that she said that's the best drug you could ever have.
Yeah.
But that's only for an hour every night. It's only for 2 hours every night.
Yeah.
So the rest of your 22 hours of your day, you're trying to find that. You're like, man, there's nothing else that's this fun anymore. Like, so I'm gonna start doing all this other wild shit. Like,
they get you somewhat close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine being Limp Bizkit at Woodstock 99?
Dude. Dude.
That would be, like, out of all the concert videos I've ever watched, there's no other environment that I would want to recreate than that environment right there, dude.
I do not. After watching that documentary, I would not want to be a part of that.
No, and Korn too. Korn was a crazy show.
Korn was wild too.
Like, dude, watching some of those videos of those concerts, like, don't get me wrong, it's just like, dude, that's so crazy. Like, yeah, that's crazy, but like, the amount of people that were hurt and died, and like looking at that is like you are packed in there like sardines.
That's kind of like
and it's uncomfortable. Yeah, it's
you're
hell.
in a
You
layer
can't
of hell.
leave.
Yeah, that's wild.
How many people were at Woodstock '99?
I don't know.
Wasn't it like 300,000? Which shatters like any. I know it's more than Lollapalooza. Lollapalooza is like I think one of the bigger ones in the United States. Because I want to say Bonnar's like 100, and Coachella's like 150.
Well, if you count like workers and artists and stuff, I'm sure it is 100. But ticket sales are only 85,000.
Is it only 85? I thought it was 100. Yeah, and then I think Woodstock '99 was like 250,000 people. Because if I'm also not mistaken, the original Woodstock was like
400,000 people.
Check the original Woodstock. I want to say the original Woodstock was 500,000.
What was that? Not 69?
I don't know. That sounds right. That one was absolute like madness too, pretty much.
1969 was estimated between 400,000 and 500,000.
Yeah. So think about that. Like
that's crazy.
Think about basically all the people you see and like sometimes how overwhelming it is like at the festivals you've been to, and multiplying that by more than 500,000 people.
Yeah, well, I mean, when
I think there was only one stage.
No, I thought there was a couple stages. I may be wrong because it was at an old like decommissioned Air Force base.
Yeah,
it was on asphalt.
Yeah,
but I remember the most people I think I've ever seen, been in a crowd with was when me and you were at Bonnaroo in 2018 when it was Childish Gambino. And then, or it was Post Malone, and then Childish Gambino right after. Yeah, there were so many people there. It was like 80,000 easily. Like everybody was just at that concert.
Yeah,
and I remember looking back at one point and being like, "Oh my god,
this is nuts."
There's no way I'm in here.
Yeah,
like I'm not getting out of this.
Yeah,
unless I want. If I started walking now and fed my way through all those people, I might get out by the concert's end.
Yeah,
there's so many people because we're pretty close too.
That's insane.
And the stage that we're at, so like the main stage is here. When you walk in the front, when you walk in the gates, you go to the left to the main stage, and it's like there's nothing else over here. Like it wraps around, and everything else is to the right. So we're on the left side of the stage in the corner.
And the only way to get out's over
here. The only way to get out's over here. So you have to
if you gotta pee, you got
whole crowd.
It's probably at least a 30-minute operation of getting to a bathroom. If not longer than that, honestly. Yeah. Because you're literally
not to mention finding your way back to your friends.
You're not finding your way back. Yeah. Like they have those big signs, but you have to understand that this whole room, I mean, there's 2 feet in pretty much every spot of this. I mean, there's so many people. And basically, like once you get in your spot, you're there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not leaving.
People
you're
really
there.
don't like when I don't like it either, but I don't really say anything. But like when you get to a concert and you get a good spot and then people are just like, there's a conga line going by you, it's like, excuse me, and they get there like 10 minutes before the concert and walk all the way to the front and you're like, okay, bro.
Yeah, that shit is annoying.
It's like if you're just getting to the concert and you have a group of like 10 people, like just find a spot where you're at. Like you got here late, it is what it is. That's where you stay. But
don't be a dick and try to get in front of me because you showed up 10 minutes late.
Yeah, and then there's also those people that are like, we're just trying to find our friends, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Your friends left you. They don't want to hang out with you.
Like, well, good luck finding your friends. But yeah, that does make me a little bit aggravated.
Okay, so...
But we usually have a huge group of people, so we just kind of like... all the girls are usually in the middle, and all the guys like stand around the outside, and we're just like, stay in formation.
Look for the totem.
Yeah.
If you could see any of your artists at the Sphere, who would you want to see?
Just one. Just one?
Yeah, you probably just do just one.
Dude, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
Time out. Did you see that UFC 306 is going to be at the Sphere?
Yeah. That was going to lead me in my next
That's
question.
going to be the Sean. That's going to be.
Did you see?
Sean O'Malley, right?
It's rumored Suga and Marab.
Yes.
And then the other fight that I'm almost as excited about is Aljamain versus Brian Ortega.
Ooh.
That's a banger
OT
fight.
City, dude.
Banger fight.
Oh, man.
'Cause
I love Brian Ortega.
He hasn't done anything since he fought, Volk, like 2 years ago? Or I think he
Yeah.
fought, like, once since then. But
Maybe.
he's been quiet.
Yeah.
Hasn't done anything.
Oh, dude, dude, the freaking triangle he had Volk in, the fact that he got out of that is gnarly to watch.
Nuts.
That's insane, dude.
Like, I don't understand how they're gonna do it. Like,
Put it at the front of the wall. You know what I mean?
I guess, and then just like the whole entire screen is gonna be the fight.
Exactly. I have no
did
idea.
Because you gotta think, if you're up there, I mean, they're gonna look like fucking ants.
Yeah.
He did
You know,
say
like-
Yeah.
he did say he was spending. Nobody else will ever do anything like this because of how expensive it is.
And he called it a one and done.
And
he
he
said
said he
he's
was
never
never
doing
gonna
it
do it
again.
Yeah. And, okay, the stars right now, which they've not reached Connor's level,
No.
but Suga, is it Pieria? Is that how you say his last name? Alex
Pereira.
Pieria,
Oh, yeah.
Pereira, whatever
Alex-
his name is.
Alex Pereira.
I like Spain.
I don't know. I know.
Pereira.
I know. Izzy's. You guys like Izzy, but I think Pieria's passed him up.
And right now,
I mean,
he's on
John
dude.
Jones is calling him out, dude.
Yeah,
like
I
he
know.
is the.
I know.
I mean, he could potentially be
Well, what is
the
it?
first
4
ever
out of-
3 division champion
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
he defeats the heavyweight champion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
know.
he's also had 6 UFC fights and 4 of them were title fights.
Yep.
That's insane.
Yep. And out of those 6, what have 3 or 4 been knockouts? He's knocked out Izzy. He knocked out Sean Strickland. He knocked out Jamal Hill.
Jamal
Yeah.
Hill.
And I don't remember who he fought his first fight, but if he knocked out, he's literally had
He
like
kind of fought a lower name, but then it was Sean Strickland was the second fight.
he's had like 3 or 4 knockouts in 6 fights in the UFC.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
like
he
saying.
climbed fast. He beat the first guy. I can't remember. No
I
name.
can't remember.
I don't
either.
know.
And then
who
he
he fought.
beat Sean Strickland. That was for the belt, right?
No, Izzy was for the belt.
Izzy was
No, my bad. Sean took the belt from Izzy right after Izzy won it back from Alex.
Yes.
From Alex,
yes,
yeah. But
yes.
Alex came in, beat Izzy, and it was like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me?
Yeah.
This guy's that guy?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
three fights and he has a title,
And gets
Yep.
it.
and gets it.
Yeah, and it literally could not have been a better script written by the UFC.
Yeah.
He's the only guy to ever defeat Izzy.
Yeah.
Gets kind of catapulted into the UFC. He's
Yeah.
like 33, 34. He's later on in his career. He's
Yeah.
not really, I guess he's somewhat in his prime, but he's older.
Yeah.
And so they're just crossing their fingers like, man, win 2 fights and we can justify
Yeah.
throwing you in there against Izzy. We know it's going to sell. Then he goes in there and beats Izzy.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
nuts story. That's why I think a lot of people like him, but you got Sean.
I like him.
Pieria. Dude, I don't even know who. And I would probably argue Max Holloway.
Max Holloway kind of had.
Now.
He's been now, but he's been in
got,
the
like,
UFC
Dustin-
Dude,
for
he's-
so long.
Yeah, but you got like
He's
Dustin Poirier
he's
and like Justin
He's been in the
Gaethje.
UFC since he's like 20. He's like 33. Isn't
I-
that crazy?
I know. He's not that old.
Yeah.
But same thing with John though. Like
Yeah.
Izzy,
True. Yeah.
the age gap between Izzy and John is 2 years.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I feel like Izzy in my head's like 28. No, he's 34.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which, what is up with? What is he doing?
Izzy?
No, John Jones.
He got
Dude
it-
hasn't fought in like what 2 or 3
It's
years.
because he tore his pectoral muscle. Because he was scheduled to fight Stipe in last December. Then he tore his pec. So now they're like, oh, we're gonna throw at him Tom Aspinall, or now is Alex is calling him out, and we're gonna give him Alex. So I don't know. But
Wait.
John got hurt.
John tore his pec or
John tore his
pec.
his right pectoral muscle.
That's another one. Stipe broke my heart whenever he got absolutely rocked by Francis.
Yeah.
Because I like Stipe.
Yeah,
and he
I
got.
like Stipe
I mean,
too.
it was a bad knockout.
He's like
whenever
a
he got-
volunteer firefighter.
Yeah,
dude.
he
He's
literally-
a cool guy.
Yeah. And then I don't know why did Jake Paul ever agree
Dude,
to fight Mike Tyson?
That's what we were talking
Who let
was-
that happen?
That was at the very end of
Last
last week's
episode.
podcast, and it was like, I don't know. We were sitting there thinking about it, dude, and it's just like, I don't care how much money you pay me.
No, dude.
I'm not getting in the ring with him.
No.
I don't care if I've been boxing for 10 years. I'm never going to be that good.
Like-
and never in my life would I ever ask for that sort of punishment.
Yeah, like how? I mean, they had to throw an absolute bag at Mike Tyson also for,
sure.
him to get in there. Like, I mean,
No, I would say Mike didn't even have to take that much of a bag. I mean, Mike was probably just like, this kid wants to talk. Like, I'll shut him up, no problem.
But
You
Mike
know?
is not rolling in it anymore.
I was gonna say
No.
He
Yeah,
lost it all, dude.
Yeah, he probably needed a bag.
He lost it all. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if you've all ever watched Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson.
Mhm.
It's a really cool podcast. Dude, after he went to prison, came back, got all of his money back, lost it all.
So
Again?
Again, he had no money.
It's so bad.
Like, so that's in the time period when he started the podcast, and then he did the toad, which is like something.
I licked the toad.
There's a name for it. It's like
Man,
in
it's spiritual.
something.
I know what you're talking
It's
about.
not
It's 5-MeO.
DMT.
DMT.
5-MeO
Yeah.
DMT.
Yeah.
And it you put toad whatever on a piece of glass, let it dry, scrape it off, and
you
smoke it.
You like squeeze it and it shoots the venom on
On a piece of
on
glass.
a piece of glass. You let it dry, scrape it into
and
a
smoke
bowl
it.
and smoke it.
It's insane.
He had
And then that's what transformed his life.
Now he's fighting Jake Paul.
Now he's fighting.
All that to warrant
Here's
they're
the
fighting
pinnacle.
Jake Paul.
Here's
Like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
dude?
Yeah, forget about Evander Holyfield. Forget about his people. This is the climax. Right?
I saw that, and I was like, this is an absolute joke.
Yeah.
And then I saw it on
it's
ESPN after that, and I was like, this is, and I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw, it is a official bout. Whenever he fought, who did he fight?
Professional.
He fought like 2 or 3 years ago.
Evander
against-
Holyfield, right?
Was it Holyfield?
No, it was Roy Jones Jr.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Roy
Yeah.
Jones Jr.
On a
That
Jake
was
Paul
a
fight.
that was like a
Exhibition.
exhibition.
Yeah.
This fight, if he loses,
It's
there
a
will be
loss.
a L on his record
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
So, like before, it was completely obvious that they had some type of agreement
Mm-hmm.
that they weren't going to try to knock each other out. They were hitting each other in the body, yada yada, and
Yeah.
it was super boring to watch.
Yeah.
He might fucking kill Jake Paul.
Dude, no joke.
He
no
might
joke.
kill
For
him,
real
bro.
though.
No joke.
Yeah. Like absolutely. And that's insane to think about.
I hope I can bet on it because I'm putting heavy money
He's
on
the
Tyson.
can.
underdog.
Tyson's the underdog. Tyson's the underdog.
See,
See, that's what gets me.
Yep.
Those sports books fucking know, dude. And like at the end of the day, how do you bet against Jake Paul?
Yeah.
He's been doubted every one of his fights.
Yeah.
When he fought Tyron Woodley, I put
Yeah.
$100 on Tyron Woodley.
I did too.
I said
dude.
there's no way
And
in
I wanted
hell.
Jake to win.
I said there's no way in hell Tyron Woodley loses to Jake Paul.
Yeah. Yeah, no dude.
I
feel
mean,
you.
that's I will say, as much as I've kind of come around to like him a little bit more. He seems like he's kind of calmed down a whole lot now that he's
Yeah.
doing boxing.
Yeah.
He's been doubted every fight.
Yeah.
And he's came through every single fight.
Except for the Tommy Fury fight.
Yeah.
His last fight he
yeah.
lost fairly. You know what I mean?
And you could
just a not that great, legit professional boxer he got beat by.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it just tells you exactly what you need to know about him and all his fights. Like, he was picking on low-hanging fruit.
Yeah,
And then he
exactly.
tried to climb up the tree a little bit longer, a
Yeah.
little bit more, and he failed.
Yeah,
That's
like-
what a lot of people were saying. That
Tyron
basically-
Woodley was 42 when he fought him.
Mhm.
You know what
Ben
I mean?
Askren's not a boxer.
Ben
Yeah.
Askren's coming off a hip surgery like 6 months
who's
prior.
a wrestler, and
Yeah.
And
he
was
came in
fat.
fat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was huge.
Yeah. Did you guys watch that at all?
What?
Did you watch the Ben Askren boxing match at all?
With Jake?
Yeah.
I've watched them all.
So, do you remember whenever it was, what's that guy off Saturday Night Live who's dating Kim Kardashian?
Pete Davidson?
yeah.
Okay, so
he
like,
was one of the commentators.
he was the commentator, and he goes in and is interviewing Ben Askren.
Yeah.
And Ben Askren literally says, this is embarrassing. Because he has a very, very well-respected wrestling camp in Wisconsin.
For sure, yeah.
Like, Missouri has a 2-time national champion that literally wrestled with Ben Askren his whole entire, younger career. And he was like, all of my kids are at, my wrestling academy watching
him.
this.
Yeah.
And, there's, chicks in thongs dancing around. And he was like, this is embarrassing. He was pissed off, dude.
Really?
He, in that moment, just did not want to be there.
Wow.
He was like, this is awful.
Wow.
Also, you took the fight.
Yeah,
True,
He
I
took
mean,
the fight, and that
yeah.
kind of it. Like UFC, they got round girls that come in
Yeah.
a thong, more or less.
No, they're in booty shorts.
They're
That's
underwear.
modest.
They're bro. It's
a family event.
You know what I'm talking about, though. He had to know what he was getting himself into a little bit.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Especially with it. I mean, Jake Paul was probably 24, 25 at the time. Now he's 26, 27.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta bring some eyes to the show.
It's the
But I
first-
see, hit in his head how he may have wanted it to go.
Yeah.
And with kids watching, I definitely get that.
He's like, this is weird.
Yeah.
This is very, very weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. And it'll be cool too because I guess it'll be the second live event on Netflix because I guess the Tom Brady roast would have been number 1, right?
Was it live? Was that?
Yeah, it was live. It was live, wasn't
Dude,
it?
that was hilarious. By the way,
I can't watch roasts. I can't
Really?
watch them.
does it give you secondhand embarrassment?
It gives me the worst secondhand embarrassment.
Really?
Bad comedy. Like, I love watching comedy. I love watching, like, Cat Williams, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
Watching bad comedy, to me, it's like nails on a chalkboard, dude.
Yeah,
Really?
I feel you.
They say a joke, like, I like, you ever watch Kill Tony?
Yeah, dude,
I love Kill Tony.
That's so cringy though.
Exactly,
dude.
bro. This guy's like, yeah, today, and he says a joke, and no one laughs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god,
man.
dude, just get off stage.
Okay,
Get off stage.
Yeah.
So in some of the roasts that I've watched before, it's like that. Like, who was the guy? The Situation off Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
I think it was the Donald Trump roast. He was up there for like 3 or 4 minutes. No one laughed one time.
Really?
It was so. Have you ever seen this clip? Have you ever seen the clip?
No.
What's the guy with the bald head? He's like the king of roasts. Is it?
He was in the Tom Brady one.
Why do I want to say Jeff Ross?
Yeah, that's
Jeff
him.
Ross.
Yeah, it's him, yeah.
He comes up and literally pulls him off the microphone, and it's the most awkward 3 minutes in television
gosh,
ever,
dude.
dude. I can't
Well,
watch
I mean,
it.
dude, that's the thing about comedy is like you're gonna bomb. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And especially if you're not a comedian, like you're more than likely gonna bomb. But I felt like the Tom Brady roast, like I only watched about an hour into it. I got up to Randy Moss's set. And I didn't watch Randy Moss's, but everybody before that I thought did a decent job. The only thing I thought was awkward is when Jeff Ross made that joke about Robert Kraft getting a hand job from a masseuse, and Tom Brady got up and was like, "Don't say that shit again." Like he said it like right into the mic too, and it was kind of like, you know, it's like behind the stage. They're like, one thing, the only thing you can talk about my divorce, you can talk about my children, you can talk about everything. Don't say anything about Robert Kraft getting a hand job. And the first thing he says,
That's the most awkward. That's the one joke he's got off limits.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about his wife getting banged by the jiu-jitsu instructor.
And
but
Antonio Brown.
But you can't talk about, what's his name?
Robert Kraft.
Robert Kraft doing that? Really?
Yeah.
Also,
Really?
they panned over to Robert Kraft and he was laughing, but honestly, he looked like he had a Joe Biden look on his face and had no idea where he was.
Yeah.
Just pumped up full of amphetamines, just kind of like, laugh now.
Yeah, for real though.
But dude, I mean, they said, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Nikki Glazer or maybe it was Kevin Hart. I think it was Kevin Hart. He said something like, it's like, you know, I really appreciate your Giselle being here tonight, you know, putting up with all these jokes and everything. She wasn't invited, but she did come as Antonio Brown's +1. And I thought that was hilarious.
Now that's geekish.
Yeah,
That's
that's
hilarious.
Oh my
I think,
God.
were you the one who told me that they said, Kim Kardashian's here, like, are you worried that Kanye's alone at home with your kids, babysitting the kids tonight? Like, basically, he's a terrible dad, he's with the kids tonight.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was pretty geekish.
Oh man, I heard Kim Kardashian got booed.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
dude. Like,
I heard that the original clip and the clip they put on Netflix was very different. Like they pumped in laughs and like minus the booze a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, just to make it seem like funnier.
Shocker.
Yeah, shocker. No, Nikki Glazer to me, best set so far, dude. That was her set. She is hilarious. The very end, the one where she said about crypto and she was saying, she's like, "How did you get scammed by crypto?" Even Gronk said, "You know that not real money." that made Kevin Hart. Dude, Kevin Hart was crying, and then at the end she goes, in all seriousness, Tom Brady is like the greatest of all time. I love him so much because if you tell him he can't do something, he's gonna do it better than it's ever been done. So with that, I say, Tom Brady can't make me come. Dude, she had me dying.
Oh, God.
Crazy, dude.
Oh, God.
I've seen her live. I saw her.
Was she there with Theo?
No, she was at the Bart Kreischer's Fully Loaded tour.
In Bristol?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
went to
wow.
that?
Yeah.
No shit?
Yeah, me and my
How
dad.
was it?
Dude, Bert Kreischer, Joey Diaz, Shane Gillis, Nikki Glaser, Mark Normand.
No shit.
It was the best thing ever.
Why did we not go to that?
Dude,
It was decently cheap too.
Heck yeah, me and my dad hopped on it immediately.
What the heck? Because that was like 2 years ago, right? I remember whenever they came through.
It was
like
pretty
that.
recently, yeah. It
Damn.
wasn't that long ago. Dude, with the names you got for that show, it was insane.
I would
It was
have loved to have
insane.
gone to that.
It was so fun.
Damn.
And Shane Gillis is freaking hilarious.
Yep.
Shane Gillis' Netflix special, that's the show he performed at Fully Loaded Tour.
Really?
Yeah, because that's the act he was working on, And so then they filmed his Netflix special after his tour ends.
Huh.
But yeah, dude, it was awesome.
Yeah,
It was so cool.
I've never been to like a comedy event like that.
I went to that, and then I went to a Theo show.
How was
Yeah.
Theo? I love Theo.
I
dude.
love Theo so much, dude. I had such a blast. I was just hyped being in the same room as him. You know what I mean? But his new show is really funny, and I just love him.
I love Theo too.
If you like him that much, no matter what the show is, you'll just enjoy yourself.
Where did you see him at?
The Knoxville Civic Coliseum. He came to Knoxville, so I was like,
I figured he would have been in like Thompson Bowling or the International or something like that.
I don't know. Dude, this place is a lot bigger than what I thought it was, though.
Really?
Yeah, it's where the Knoxville Ice Bears play.
Oh shit,
Oh,
he was
okay.
in there.
Yeah, it's
Oh damn.
pretty
Which
big.
is like Sevierville, right?
No, it's in Knoxville.
Is
Downtown
that
Knoxville.
downtown Knoxville?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It was super cool though.
That's one thing we need to do, dude. We need to go to an Ice Bears game or
Yeah.
a Preds game. We need
Yeah.
to make a hockey game because
Hockey is lit. I'm so disappointed that I'm not a bigger hockey fan. It's literally like football on ice.
just
Yeah.
turn it on. They're in the conference finals right now.
Is there 4 teams left in hockey and basketball?
Yes.
Who's
Yeah.
left in basketball?
The Timberwolves are playing the Mavericks right now,
Okay.
and the Celtics are playing the Pacers in the
Damn.
East.
Well, the Celtics are, I guess, are the only like repeating team, right? Because Dallas probably hasn't been that deep in a while, have they?
Now that they have Kyrie, it's pretty incredible to watch.
Yeah.
But Luka has got them to the playoffs for the past 3 years.
Yeah.
And
Then
but
they just added
and then the
Kyrie.
Celtics were in the finals 2 years ago. Whenever the Warriors won it, the Warriors beat the Celtics. Pacers, they haven't been there in a hot minute,
That's wild.
and they're a 6th seed, and they're in the Eastern Conference Finals as a 6th seed.
yeah, I love that. Okay, so
Dallas has a team in the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs.
I saw
Dallas
Really?
Stars are playing the Edmonton Oilers.
I saw the stat because it said like teams or Dallas teams that have reached the like what is that, the Final
Conference
Four?
finals.
The conference finals.
Yeah.
It's been like 28 years or something like that since Dallas has made it to
Any of them?
Yeah, no, the
No,
Cowboys.
the
The Cowboys.
Oh.
Since they've made it to like a conference championship.
What 90, 98,
Breaks my heart.
96?
Something like that, yeah.
Dude, you had a chance to pick any other team in the entire nation, and you picked the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, now here, let's I think I've talked to you about this before.
Yeah, and it
If-
makes no sense.
If I were to re-pick my fandom, okay, what is the most fair way to do it? Can I pick 3
The only-
teams,
No, the only fair way to do it.
put everybody in a bowl?
No, the only fair way to do it is you have to be a Titans fan. Because that's what I did. I was like, I'm kind of like with
I like the
Tom
Titans.
Brady. I don't really watch the I like the NFL and I'll watch it, but like I'm not super into it. I'm more into college football. So like I watched Tom Brady. So when he was with the Patriots, I liked Tom Brady and the Patriots.
Yeah.
That's
When he
fair.
went to the Bucks, I liked Tom Brady and
see-
the Bucks. When LeBron was in Cleveland, I liked him in Cleveland. I liked him in Miami. I liked him in Cleveland. I liked him in LA.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm a bandwagon fan of like liking these teams. It's like I like
a
one
player.
player.
Yeah.
So Tom Brady retires. Where did I go? Titans.
Yeah.
So-
Because it's like I
Home
can't
state.
pick anybody.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way, or I think a more fun way
You
Yeah.
can pick the
is
Panthers. I
putting
would let you
all
pick
the
Panthers.
teams in a bowl and literally
No, you'd pull
Random?
Dallas.
picking it randomly.
Random?
But
And
I'm
like,
taking
this
out a
is
couple
my
of
team.
teams because there's a couple of teams I cannot root
You'd
for.
pull.
Yeah.
You'd pull Dallas.
Well, I guess I'm a Bills fan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
But see,
I hate that I'm a Kansas City dude. You could have been a Kansas
I know.
City Chief fan.
I know.
Their freaking stadium is in Missouri.
I know. My cousin said that. He was like, why did you not pick the Chiefs? And I was like, well, you had to think, whenever I picked it, Dak was going crazy, Zeke was going crazy. So if you're going to pick a team, okay, really the Bills would be cool, but they're just like the Cowboys. They're going to win 11, 12 games a year, but they're going to fizzle out in the playoffs, and they're going to get beat by somebody else. That's just, history
AKA
repeats itself.
Chiefs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what's happened the past 4 years. The Cowboys have great seasons. They have all this hype around them. Last year they were fucking loaded, and then they go to the playoffs and just don't do anything.
They
Literally do nothing. They got put out by the Packers.
They are the equivalent to UT football.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
This is our year. We're
Yeah.
gonna win it all.
And so my thing is like
ain't.
I rather
Won back then. We know
Do
we
it
will
again.
do it again. Yeah.
Feels
then
like
they start-
98, by God.
Yeah, it's like this our year, and then they start getting big wins. They're like, "Hey, boys, act like we've been here for." And it's like, We're
No
here.
one on your
98,
coach-
We're here now.
No one on your coaching staff has been here,
Yeah.
or any of your actual players have been there
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. Most of their players
Yeah.
weren't alive the last time they won one.
Dude, for real.
So, if you had to put your money on it right now, who would win the college football national championship? Who would you say?
College football national
College
champion?
football.
That's a good one.
I know zero prospects right now.
think
I know Tennessee's quarterback. Homeboy, well, yeah, assalamu alaikum.
I would put
Close
I
enough.
would put Texas up there.
I think Ohio State.
I would put Texas up there.
Ohio State racked up this year.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just don't trust Ryan Day. Ryan Day is kind of like the Cowboys in that sense. Like he always has
Folds.
great seasons, but can never win when it's crunch time. And I would say that Michigan's done, so they might do it because Harbaugh left and
Exactly.
all their players left. Now they're kind of like oh god, we got to rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Texas is going to be up there for sure, and it's kind of anybody's game, to be honest with you, because everybody did leave. Bama could make another run. They still have Milroe
Yeah.
and a lot of stars there.
I think Georgia, Ohio State will
Georgia's
be the
got to
national
return it. Yeah,
championship game.
Georgia's got to. So I'd say you're probably looking at Texas, Bama, Georgia, Ohio State. That might be your
You're going to laugh at me.
college football player.
You're going to laugh at me. Missouri's going to be raw next year. They should be, on paper.
Didn't they get rid of the quarterback?
No.
Oh, he's coming back.
Yeah,
now?
Brady Cook's coming back. Luther Burden's coming back. The only really big player that left, well, they had a lot go to the draft. Cody Schrader's gone. Their two corners
Cody
are
Schrader's
gone.
gonna hurt.
Yeah, like they did have talent that left, but like they should be a solid team next year for sure.
Hey, dude, I say the same thing about Florida because Florida signed the number one quarterback in the 2024 class, the number one defensive back in the 2024 class. They picked up one of the highest rated receivers in the transfer portal.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've gone crazy on recruits.
Yeah,
But the problem is we have the number one hardest schedule in the entire nation.
do you play Oklahoma
9
and Texas?
Yes.
Oh shit. Damn.
9 ranked. I don't know if we play Oklahoma. I'll take that back. I know we play Texas at Texas.
Yeah,
All of our big games are away. We play at Tennessee.
dude, it's gonna be dope.
Dude.
Texas
We are-
and Oklahoma being in the SEC is going to be
Yeah.
dope.
But Florida
bro.
has 9 ranked teams on their schedule.
Yeah, that's nuts. Out of what?
You only
10
played
games?
12.
Yeah, I was gonna say out of 10
You only
games.
played 12 regular season games,
Jeez,
bro.
who they got? Bama, Missouri.
We don't play Bama. We'll play.
I don't even know if we played. Florida
Dude, they
this year.
fizzled out. Listen, because of Texas and Oklahoma coming into the SEC, there's no more East and West in the SEC.
What
so
is it, just
we don't
one
even
thing?
play. We don't even play South Carolina this year.
That is weird because I don't think we play Arkansas either, and they're like one of our big
Yeah, we
rivals.
usually and like to me, you always had those games. Like Tennessee always played Bama.
Yeah,
And like Florida always plays LSU. I mean, obviously you still have like your FSU game. Like we start off this season with like Miami, which is like
that's a schedule fumble in my opinion. Which it's cool because like it'll be all eyes on Florida Miami week 1. It'll probably be like the number one game on Saturday, or they might even push it off to like a Monday night. That'll be cool. But like that's a rivalry game. That game
Miami and Florida?
that game is normally at the end of the year.
no.
Or is it
Florida State?
Is it Florida State that normally plays?
Florida State and Florida is the end of the year.
Okay,
game.
never mind then.
Because that's the one that game literally has a trophy.
Yeah.
that is
Wow.
it's the battle for the war canoe.
Yeah.
But no, we go Miami, Florida, and Sanford. That's our cupcake games.
Mhm.
And then Texas A&M, Mississippi State, UCF, Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, Texas, LSU, Ole Miss, Florida State.
You know what's wild?
LSU or Ole Miss. Ole Miss might make a run for
Ole
it
Miss.
too.
Ole Miss is going to be good.
Jackson Dart's coming back.
What's crazy though is like UCF's a tough fucking game.
Yeah.
UCF, that's not a gimme game.
I mean, to be honest with you, I hate Jimbo Fisher and Texas A&M, but that's a tough game.
He's out. He got
Oh
fired.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he
that's
got-
right.
he got
That's
canned
right.
last
I
year.
still hate Texas A&M though.
Yeah.
That's
a crazy schedule.
Mississippi State, not a pushover game. UCF, not a pushover. Tennessee, no. Kentucky, no. Georgia, no. Texas, no. LSU, no. Ole Miss, no. Florida State, no. Like, what do you mean?
Jeez, dude. Not to mention the new.
We might go 2 and 2-10.
That would suck for you.
Bailey, who do you like?
Dude, see, I'm
He's a Tennessee fan.
I would say I'm a Tennessee fan, but it's like I'm not as big into college football as you guys. I'm eager to see how this new playoff format plays out.
That'll be cool.
That's
It's gonna
very
have
exciting
games.
because there's going to be actually good games. There's going to be more of them. And it's like, but the whole reason that I'm into college football is because everyone I work with always talks about it. I get invited to go watch the games, so I'll go watch the games. You know what I mean? So, but it's like college football.
I kind of forgot about the 12-team playoff this year.
I think that's going to be exciting.
It didn't
As
really
a
make
So, like, if you 12-team playoff. So you go from 12 teams, 6 and 6. So that's 3 games each. So that's 1 game, 2 game. So you got to win 15 games to win the national title this year.
Well, the reason that I like it is because, so even last year, Missouri plays Ohio State, and I don't know, was it the Sugar Bowl, whatever they played in? And, it's cool, but really, they beat them whatever. Because everyone's going to say, oh, Ohio State had players sitting out, it doesn't really matter, it's just a bowl game. Now, if these kids are making that much money, some of these kids are making serious money. Play.
Yeah, but there's also an argument that the 12-team playoff will be the end of bowl games because everybody's just playing for those top 12 spots, and if you don't make a top 12 spot, then what's the point of continuing to play? Why would you not just sit out your bowl game and you not risk getting injured?
No, I can see that side too. And Will and Taylor were just talking about this the other day, and I think my thinking on it's kind of changed with the amount of money that's in it. I used to say, why would you fucking play? Why would you go play in the Barstool Sports Bowl or something like that?
I get it.
But when you're making money,
yeah,
you need to play.
Money, well, no, see, I see it. I guess I do agree with you. When you're jeopardizing the money that's coming in the future because you're a healthy athlete, you're one of the best in your school, and you're getting invited to pro days, and you have a career path into the NFL. If you play that bowl game, you're jeopardizing millions of dollars in your future. I get that sitting out of a bowl game, but what you're saying now is
they're making it.
They're making it now.
Yeah.
Most of them make more now than they will their rookie season.
Exactly.
Off their rookie contract.
Yeah. Marvin Harrison and Caleb Williams. Maybe not necessarily Caleb, but they're
Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. just got
drafted.
drafted.
Marvin Harrison.
He just got drafted number 4 overall to the Cardinals.
Wow, okay.
He was making in college, probably similar to what he's going to make in the NFL. He's going to make insane. He was making probably $10 million at Ohio State. These dudes are making crazy money now.
NIL, just jersey sales and everything.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Jersey sales, commercials, brand deals, everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. Before, I got it because there was a quarterback. I don't remember where he went, but he was the prime example. It might have been Matt Corral from Ole Miss, if I'm not mistaken. In a bowl game, he wasn't projected to go first round, but he was a decent quarterback who was supposed to go to the NFL, blows his knee out in his bowl game. Now he's in the XFL. Yeah. It's that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
You kind of feel for those guys.
It changes your whole trajectory.
Yeah, you kind of feel for those guys. That stuff does kind of suck, but
then again, it's just I don't know, and I'm not in their position, so it's hard for me to sit here on my couch and say this, but I don't know. When I was playing football, I guess I was just dude, the money's there, I guess, but at the same time, it's I love this game. I want to play. I've put 4 years of work in with these guys and, bled and sweat and cried with these dudes. I want to be on that field to try and bring this trophy back to the school.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we can do.
Yeah.
And
maybe that's a super, noble look at it, and people are yeah, we'll say that when there's $10 million in your face.
True, and then you got the other side of that story where it's the guy that his mom doesn't have a house. Mm-hmm. They grew up in his car.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of I get that too,
Yeah.
Where this has been the day he's been looking forward to his whole entire life. If he makes it out this game, he's going to make X amount of money. And you're kind of Yeah, it's kind of hard to argue with that. You know,
Yeah,
like this
for
dude's
sure.
about to make generational wealth.
Yeah.
He doesn't play in the Citrus Bowl or
Yeah.
the Zen Bowl. You know, like
Yeah.
some
Dude, a Zen Bowl would be sweet.
That would
Did you,
be- that
did
would
you
be
see
dope.
Snoop Dogg got his own bowl?
No way.
The Gin and Juice Bowl.
No
Snoop Dogg's
way.
Gin and Juice
In
Bowl.
college
yeah.
football?
That's
College
cool.
football. Yeah.
No way.
That's really cool.
That's sick.
Yep. I was trying to think. What else do I got on here? Oh,
Got on what?
Oh,
I got notes
before we
here.
end off on that last note, did you all hear what the deal was for the players with the new college football game coming out, NIL wise? What they got paid for it?
You
What
got
each,
paid like $600.
if I had to guess, it'd be like I was gonna say less than $500
each
for
player
it.
that opted in to be in the game got $600 and a free copy of the game.
I mean, it's.
That's a lot of players you have to
I
pay
was
to
gonna
make
say
a
that's
game.
a shit ton of players.
But
that
also,
are
do you know who's not going to be in it?
Who?
The only Archie Manning was like, I don't want any part of that. I just want to focus on the game.
Oh my god.
And it's like, are you
Oh,
serious?
yeah,
It's like,
Jesus.
dude, it's like just
You're
send a
backup.
DM being like, yes, I'm in.
You're not even
Here's-
starting. You're a backup.
I know.
Like-
I know.
Which Texas has one of the best college quarterback rooms
yeah.
in the nation right now.
Yeah.
They have that guy. I can't remember the guy behind Quinn Ewers, and then Arch Manning. Like Arch Manning's like a third stringer.
I wonder what
Wow.
all they had to do. Like, what do you think they had to like fill out a form of
I
like
guess
their
so.
height, weight, you know, like stuff like
Yeah.
that? What all they have to
No,
do?
I mean,
I'm
that's
sure
all.
that-
That's all on rosters
Yeah.
online.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sure.
what
I'm
I'm
sure it
saying.
was just like a sign here, and you sign like basically probably saying like you don't get anything other than this. Like you don't get royalties from this game. You don't get anything like
Yeah.
that for being in it. Like
Yeah.
we'll pay you $600
Yeah.
and a free copy, and then you sign your rights away to us for us to put your name in this game.
Yeah. But then it's like, if your character's cracked in the game, if your player's just godly, then it's like, okay, the rest of your NIL stuff's going to go up because it's like, oh, I want his jersey.
Yeah, you're on
Yeah.
TikTok playing with Shador Sanders and stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to play. That's a
Yeah.
that's a good point.
You know what I
actually,
mean?
like
Yeah.
that would help grow your brand if
For
you know
sure.
everyone's playing on you in the game.
So yeah,
Huh.
$600, sign me up.
Yeah,
You know
but I
what
mean, it's kind of like I would much rather that be the case than go back to like NCAA 11 when you would play. Like I would always play with the Gators, and that's like Tim Tebow's on the freaking cover.
But
and
there's
you go in
no
there,
last
and
names.
it's QB number 15. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, this isn't it.
Yeah, I
you
know.
know what I mean?
I know. Yeah.
You'd have to create a player and make it Tebow
Yeah.
just to see it at the bottom. It's
Exactly.
like it looks nothing like Tebow.
Yeah.
Which I am absolutely pumped about that game coming out because I played like 3 really games: Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, and like Madden.
Yeah.
Those are like the 3 games that I'll buy the new ones. I'll rotate it. You know,
We talked so much crap about 2 out of 3 of those games.
We did.
which I would assume
but
was Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty,
Madden's
No,
not
no,
so
the
bad.
other 2. Assassin's Creed is the one we didn't talk bad about.
Madden, and
Call of Duty.
We didn't talk bad about the games in particular. We just talked crap about falling victim to the cycle of these are companies that make a game every year that's the same copy and paste game.
100%.
You know what I mean?
It's your
Call of
yearly
Duty.
subscription to Call of Duty.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. But if I want to play like with the new updated stuff, you like
Yeah,
absolutely. You're
yeah,
100%
yeah,
right.
yeah.
But it's also the only games that I could sit there and play for 3 hours at a time.
Yeah,
I can't get into Fortnite. I mean, what's another one? Like, I never
Right.
was a Fortnite guy.
I
never liked
wish
Fortnite.
you had a PlayStation because you would have been into Helldivers.
Helldivers was a great time.
I think you were telling me.
I don't know.
about that
I don't
game.
like that we're talking about it in past tense.
Past tense, yeah, because we haven't played it in a while.
We
That's
haven't
why.
played it in a while.
Yeah.
Dude, Helldivers is fun.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh
dude.
my god, it is fun.
And
dude.
see, I guess those
we
are
will
the
play that game for like 6 hours straight.
Yeah.
See, I've never
And
been
get
able to do
Hop
that.
on,
Grindy.
yeah, like hop on at like 8 or 9 o'clock and play till like 3 in the morning.
I remember you were talking about how like you try to grind for like the platinum guns and everything. See, I've never really been like that
Oh,
either.
dude,
I'm always
Call
going.
of Duty,
I want to
was-
have the most kills every game. That's all I care about.
Just good KD.
Just get
Most kills.
No, I don't
Most
even
deaths.
think. No,
Yeah.
I don't think he even cares about his deaths. Like he just
Oh,
wants
no.
kills.
Yeah, I'll
It's
blow
like- he's
myself
like, I
up.
got-
There's
he's like-
5 people in the room.
He's
Yeah.
like, I got 75 kills. Like, yeah, you have 84 deaths.
75 kills though. What are you not kidding?
He's like
Yeah.
89% or
Oh,
0.89.
And then Madden too. Like the last Madden did kind of suck, but like Madden Online, nothing more fun than that.
You enjoy
Dude,
that?
Madden Online is one of my. I could sit there like whenever I work nights. Autumn would go to bed at like 10 or 11 o'clock, and I would play Call of Duty for like 2 hours, and then I would get on Madden and play till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
I absolutely love playing online Madden.
Really?
It's so much fun.
Oh,
and then
dude.
no one really else is on the Assassin's Creed grind. And I know I sound like such a nerd saying that out loud.
I know you
Dude,
love
Bro,
that.
Assassin's Creed.
You were on the wave that bounced off the coastline and went back in the ocean. You're on that wave. I was on the wave on the way in. I've been playing Assassin's Creed for
God, dude.
bro.
What's
I had beat Odyssey. I hadn't beat Odyssey. I had restarted the Odyssey story 4 times.
No shit.
Because every time when I had a bum ass PlayStation 4 and it would mess up or like my data would be corrupted or something. So
And
I'd
then
have
this
to
got stuck in it, didn't it?
Yeah, the disc got stuck in it at one point. Dude, I had to restart that story 4 times, but I restarted it 4 times because that game is so good.
Wait, so you didn't intentionally restart it? Your PlayStation just sucked.
Yeah.
And it restarted it.
Yeah, but
for
the
you.
first-
What I'm saying though is like, I feel like most people would have been like, okay, I was that far in, because that's a long game, dude. That game, if you sat down, started playing it from beginning to end, it would take you like 4 days
Easily.
to finish the entire
Yeah,
thing.
easy, yeah.
So most people would be like, well, I got so far into that, I'm not working my way back to that point. And they would just go on. I was like, no, I don't care. That game is fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to play it over and over and
that's
over
crazy.
again.
Dude, the most raw Call of Duty team that I could probably put together would be Bailey. I've played with him before. He's raw. Devin is raw at Call of Duty, bro. Devin is legit at Call of Duty.
Stuff controller.
Yeah.
Does he really?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Devin customized his controller. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. And, yeah, I played with him and my buddy Glover, and there was this other kid named Gabe. It was all people I worked with at Eastman. And I'm in their lobbies, and I can't even move. I would move in the game, dead immediately. So we were playing Search and Destroy, and I'd be the last person alive every single time. And by the time I would even pull my gun up, completely just destroyed. And I told him, I said, if I die one more time, I'm getting off. And it was like 12:30. They're like, oh, dude, don't get off. We just started playing. By the time they finished that sentence, shotgun. And I was like, that's it. I'm out of here. I'm done.
Dang, dude.
I can't take this anymore.
Yeah, that skill-based matchmaking will get you.
Yeah, that makes me think of the Cyber Squad days.
Cyber
When that
Squad days.
originated.
We still have that group chat.
Me?
That was during COVID.
You've never replied. Ever.
You
never replied.
You open it?
I don't even open it, dude. I turn the notifications off.
I don't
Bro,
understand that. So
I kind of want to see what happens when you open the one Snapchat from it. Like the first Snapchat you open, how long?
you don't even open it?
No, dude. It's constantly a little purple square. Someone's just put a video.
Why does that blow my mind that people do that? Like,
Just
my
kidding.
little sister has like 300 unread texts.
Because people kept getting added to it, and I'm like, I don't know who these people are. No offense, and like I just like
There's
it's like,
a shit ton of people in it.
you know what I mean? It's like it was like us three, Eli, Peyton,
Palmer,
AJ, Palmer, and
Tyler
Norris.
Skylar,
He got
Blake
added.
Ruth,
Blake got added.
I'm like,
I
okay.
think Josh Holt. got added.
Josh Hall. I
Josh
think is
Hall
in it.
got added.
There is a bunch of people that I don't know.
Hunter
why.
got added.
Hunter was an OG athlete.
Was Hunter an OG?
Maybe because I remember playing for sure. Call
Ansel
of Duty.
got added.
Ansel, but I like.
It turned into like a friend group chat.
Yeah, literally everybody I know, like everybody that I'm friends with, is in that group chat.
Yeah.
See, it's like, that's why I'm like, I know half of these people really well. I know the 3/4 of these people by association. Then it's like, I just know these people's names.
Yeah.
I've never talked to them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I have so many different group chats like that where it's like the same
Every
core
time you send a
friends.
Snapchat, dude,
but
I
there's
get
like
7 notifications.
Autumn knows when you Snapchat me because my phone's like diddling, and it's literally every single Snapchat group that we're in together.
I'm guilty of it too.
Yeah,
bro,
you do the same. And Autumn's like, "Was that Tucker?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like, what is it? Cyber Squad. Bastards.
Final cut.
Final cut. Dude.
Bastards.
Dominic's new shit.
2.0. Because we kick people out of it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the same like core group of friends, but just with like 2 or 3 other people added to like that group chat.
Well, it's like different.
Do you know how
it's
we
like
got that
different
name?
friend groups.
Bastards.
You know how we got that name? Do you
Oh,
know how?
dude.
Do you remember how we got that
Yeah, I
name?
remember.
Devin's little brother, Caleb Baker. Mm-hmm. Okay. This
He
little.
was a little kid at this point.
I mean, he's maybe in 3rd grade at this point. He posts a picture of his dad's Jeep on a stump, and it's called like flexing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
And
exactly
he
what
meant
you're
to say making the bastard flex out, but he said making the bastard flex out.
He thought bastard was bastard.
talking about. Bastard.
That's where-
B-A-S-T-E-R.
That's where we got it
B-A-S-T-A-R.
from. We thought it was the funniest thing ever.
That is
We started
hilarious.
calling ourselves the bastards.
That's so funny though. That's hilarious. Just you all pronouncing that is like that's so funny.
A bunch of little bastards.
Bastards. Yeah.
Colby used to think it was the funniest thing ever. Like, you damn bastard.
But no, dude, all of our group chats are literally either minus or plus a few people.
Yep.
Other than Cyber Squad. Cyber Squad's a wild one, but like,
Yeah, Dominic's
have,
new
like-
shit.
yeah.
Just me, you, and Grayson. How long have we been going for?
An hour and 20 minutes. I just want to make sure my phone didn't run out of storage
Yeah.
or
Alright.
die.
So you guys want to go ahead and hop over into the starting 5?
Also, I just want to make it a point. I proposed a question, and we never even answered Dominic's question of who we would
Oh,
pick as
that's
an
true.
artist to see in the Sphere.
Holy shit, we didn't, did we?
No.
We scaped right by that.
All right,
Yeah.
okay. What would you say, Bailey?
Gosh, dang it, dude. Right now,
Yeah.
Right now, gun to my head, if I had to see an artist in the Sphere, right now, Kendrick Lamar. Right now, in this
Solid.
current moment.
Solid.
In this current moment. That's with me thinking about it for 5 seconds.
God, I have like 5 bands in my mind. What do you think?
So I'm kind of like in between like 2. One would be Childish Gambino. And the other one would be Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, that would be great too.
I could see
Because
that.
I could see both of them being like
Phenomenal.
Vibey.
incredibly trippy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
that's you'd have
not just the music is good, but also like the performance and stage presence is phenomenal
And
as well.
just the visual.
And yeah, just the visual of it. Like I've seen the Red Hot Chili Peppers at Bonnaroo. My first year we went.
Really.
Fantastic concert.
Oh, I love the Red Hot
Yeah.
Chili
I
Peppers.
barely remember it, but I remember it was great. You know what I mean? But seeing them there, dude, that would be wild.
The 2 artists you just mentioned are easily in my top 10 of all time. I
Yeah.
love both of them.
I would
And
agree.
Childish Gambino's at Bonnaroo was one of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Dude, it would have to be probably 2 of my favorite bands. Either Tame
I knew
Impala
that was coming.
or the Black Keys.
I knew that was coming.
Wow.
If either one of those
Dude.
bands ever played there,
That's so solid.
it would
Tame
be
Impala-
so hard to turn down the
I would
Tame
think Tame
Impala would
Impala
be
would be
more of
better.
a Tame Dude, I don't know. I think the Black Keys would be better.
I've never seen any of their live shows, but I know Tame Impala's nuts.
That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
my
Like
gosh.
for visual wise,
Yeah,
like,
or like
probably
Odessa.
Tame Impala. Like that. Yeah, that would be like
Odessa's awesome.
Odessa's freaking wild.
A show like that in a place like that would be crazy.
Dude, at that year at Bonnaroo, it was either Odessa, Post Malone, Childish Gambino, or Post Malone, Odessa, Childish Gambino.
You had to
Yeah.
pick?
No. Back to back to back on the main stage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was insane.
I'm sure.
It was insane.
Yeah, that I would say dead tie between those 2.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
who I
fair.
would pick
That's
against.
fair, though.
The
That-
Black Keys is like my favorite band,
That's a-
and then Tame Impala would just be insane to see at that place.
Yeah.
Like, did you see the Grateful Dead played there last week?
No.
The Grateful Dead played there last
Dead
week.
and Company?
Yeah, Dead and
Okay,
Company,
okay.
and it was the most insane visuals ever. But I would almost say that
Fish was there.
I'm not a big Fish guy.
And,
I'm not either, but
Yeah, Fish would be cool too.
And who was the first?
Uh,
U2.
U2.
yeah, U2 was there also.
We were at U2's first music festival ever.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
They came to Bonnaroo. It was their first festival they've ever played.
Wow.
yeah. I don't know. I would say though that the Grateful Dead show, I would almost have to be sober there because the visuals would just be insane to look at.
Yeah, mine.
Can you imagine being like,
Dude, you'd be tripping sober.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Just even looking at it, there's so many visuals just going on everywhere.
Yeah.
I think if I was on anything, I would literally be like, "Holy shit, dude! I don't even know what's going on
You'd have
right
to
now."
close your eyes.
Yeah, you would definitely. I would have to close my eyes and be like, "This is nuts."
Yeah.
You know what the funny thing is though is you'd close your eyes and you'd still be going.
Oh,
on a
for
ride.
sure.
Oh, 100%.
That's what I love
For
so
sure.
much about those jam bands is like it's kind of like comedians. Whenever like you go to a comedy show, you allow that person to think for you
Yeah.
for an hour.
Yeah.
These people know.
Oh, yeah.
They know the energy they're getting, and
Yeah.
they can manipulate it and just take you on a ride.
Oh, yeah.
They will take you on a 15-minute jam, and then all of a sudden, 15 minutes previously,
Oh,
and you're
yeah.
like, whoa, how did they ride
And
that?
yeah.
And it's so
You're just
beautiful.
like, bro,
It's so beautiful.
It is. You're like,
Yeah.
bro, how did you ride that
Yeah.
out? It's like you guys
Yeah.
just went on such a tangent, and then it was like closed loop, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
You're watching, they're like,
That's-
there's no way there's going to be something shoot across the screen. Oh, shit!
Oh, my
It
gosh.
did it!
I will say there are probably a few like, and I know this might go over a little weird, but there are a few EDM artists that would be nuts to see.
Yeah, but if I'm going to be there and, like, be that, like, close to them, like, I would want to, I don't know. I just can only
that's why
handle
they're
so
not-
much EDM
I know
shit.
that's why they're not like an EDM artist is not like on my top to see there.
Yeah.
but that would be nuts.
It would be insane.
Like
That's
just
why, like,
at the other stage at Bonnaroo is like overstimulating.
yeah.
I couldn't
Yeah.
imagine being there and just being like, whoa, 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 whoa.
You could
just like
you could not only feel it, you could feel it, hear it,
see it,
and then you could, dude, it's everything. Like, you're just not tasting it. It's the only thing you're not getting. Like,
honestly, you can kind of smell it.
yeah, that's why. Yeah,
It smells
really.
like looks and weed.
Everything. Every time it hits, you're just like you feel it, and then there's shit moving across all over the place. Like
I feel like I'd be scared. Honestly, I'd be like, ugh.
there's so much.
No,
You don't have
it's
time
kinda-
to be scared. You don't have time to be
Yeah.
scared.
No, it's kind of like a. It's very the hard EDM stuff like that, like the dubstep, is kind of like metal music. It's kind of a. It's just like a gritty,
Yeah.
like fuck yeah energy.
Yeah.
You know
build
what I
up
mean?
and
It's
then
like a.
drop.
Yeah.
Build up and then drop.
But like,
every
dude,
time.
whenever like some of those artists, like Sudden Death is one of them that's gonna be there, dude. Some of his music, like I was listening to it today on my run because like it comes in and it's just like it's just a build up, and when it drops, it's just like boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, and it's I can just imagine seeing
Okay.
a girl with armpit hair on the rail just like slinging her head like this. Yeah, dude.
I can get that vibe. Kind of like you got a Slipknot, then you got like Bass Nectar, then like rap, you got like a Flatbush Zombies.
Yeah.
Don't put Bass Nectar with Slipknot. Bass Nectar's a rapist.
In the sense of like that style of music in their own separate lanes is what I.
Yeah, it's just like
maybe
it's that
you
energy.
could provide a separate description instead of
it's
Slipknot,
like
you
it's
know,
like that energy though. It's like that like
that helps me understand that better.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of angry energy.
Yeah.
Ghostman. Have you ever heard of Ghostman?
No,
You've never heard of Ghostman before?
I've heard of Ghostman. I'm just saying to you, no.
It's like heavy rock, like plus EDM type music.
It's,
It's
it looks like Marilyn
nuts, bro.
Manson's like
You're one to-
amalgamation child.
You're one to talk. You like Slipknot. They wear like all these huge masks and
Yeah, but
everything.
they're
Like
normal people under the mask. That guy looks like that constantly.
he does look like a serial killer.
You said Ghost Man, it made me think of this. So, Shaka Hustle Man.
Oh, dude.
How did you figure out about him? Because I remember
Tommy G?
That's how you.
Yeah. I was
I
watching a Tommy G video.
That's how I found
and
out
I was
about
like, because it. First of all, I don't even know why we're announcing this. The fucking headline of the Tommy G video is "Most Redneck Place in America,"
yeah.
and I'm like,
Elizabeth.
I watch all of his shit. I watch all of his episodes, and I click on it. It's like Kingsport, Tennessee, and I'm like, no fucking way,
Yeah, dude,
And
same.
then he's up in Elizabethton.
Yeah.
The one guy works at BAE.
Yeah.
and he's
You know,
like,
the face tag?
yeah, the guy with the huge face
Kurt
tattoo and
Dog.
everything. Yeah,
It's just-
Kurt Dog.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I wonder if anybody that I know knows this guy. So I look him up on Instagram and I find him and I find the Kurt Dog and I find some of the other dudes in the video and I'm like, holy shit, dude! Where did he go to school? Did he go
I guess
to
I'm-
North? Did he go to South?
I think he was from Elizabethton, so whatever school that is.
Elizabeth
Elizabeth.
I guess.
or Hampton.
See, my buddy
Yeah.
Jacob didn't know him. Jacob went to Hampton, and he said he didn't know who he was. So maybe he went to Elizabeth.
I knew that Kurt Dog dude.
He came into the liquor store.
He used to come in the liquor store all the time, and he
Yeah.
like freaked me out at first because he had a line going down his face, like a tattoo, and I was just like, "That's a bold statement."
Yeah.
I was like,
Tyson.
you looked at that and said, "Yeah, let's do it."
Wow.
This is a good idea.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what decisions you're capable of making, and I'm really nervous.
Dude, the reason I asked you that question is because I saw that video and I showed Tucker and I showed all the people around me because I'm like, it's crazy that this guy's this close and the guy like Tommy G made a video on it. But when I went to look up Shaka Hustle Man on Instagram, I saw that you followed him. I'm like, how does Dominic know about Shaka Hustle Man?
Yeah, same exact
Shaka
thing.
Hustle Man performed downtown Kingsport not too long ago.
Yeah, Chance Lawson's bar. Yeah, dude, I know. Like, honestly, I would go and see him.
We drove by that
Easter
night.
weekend?
Yeah, because Good Friday was the day before, and we went out that Saturday night, the day after. Yeah,
he plays in Beach Mountain a lot, Johnson City,
Knoxville. He's in Knoxville recently.
I would go to see him. Like if I would have known he was going to be at the social club here, I would have definitely tried to go and see him there.
Out.
They were.
Yeah. Let's see. In that video, he talks about something in there. Well, yeah. The guy talks about working at BAE.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
he's an engineer.
So I'm thinking, like, in the video, I'm like, so clearly they're right here in our area.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of, like, you know, we know a decent amount of people here. Mm-hmm. Well, the dude with the face tat like that, I would definitely remember.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that Kurt Dog or whatever is either, because I got on his Instagram and no one follows him that I know.
Yeah.
For some reason, Nick Smith follows Shaka Hustle Man.
Really?
I don't know if he's ever like shot any of his videos.
Yeah,
because
Nick Smith's into videography and stuff. Like he's followed JD. Whenever I posted JD that he made a movie, Nick Smith like reached out to him. He was like, "Yeah, this was awesome."
Yeah. I like the Tommy G guy's videos, so I found him on there.
Dude, he has some really interesting videos.
Yeah, he's dope.
Anyway, sorry to get off on that tangent, but I was like, what? How did I not know about Shaka?
When you work at a chemical plant for 12 hours a day, you have to find yourself a lot of time on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And you get into, like, these random-ass things on YouTube. Like, did you ever, like, Tommy G has super old videos of how I found him, where he wrestles people. He's like, you take me down, you get, like, $100. Or something like that. And he's like, you can punch me.
He's like a collegiate wrestler.
Yeah, he's like, you can punch me, and you can do whatever you want. But if I take you down, like, you don't get anything. And, dude, he goes to, like, the hood and does it. He goes to the beach and does it. And the one time, I think he actually gets taken out a couple of times. But one of the times I remember, this kid doesn't tell him, but he was a runner-up in, like, Michigan high school state champion at heavyweight. So he's a big fucking kid.
Yeah.
And he starts wrestling with him, and this kid actually takes him down, and the dad's like, he got second last year at heavyweight at the Michigan high school. And Tommy G was like, I knew he wrestled. Like, he just looks like a wrestler. Yeah. He's got some dope videos, though.
Wow,
I
I love watching this stuff. Did you see the one where they're in New York about the people that drive, like, Lamborghinis and stuff on the interstate at, like, 100 miles per hour and swerve in and out of traffic? No. He like gets in the car, gets in the car with him, and he's like, dude, chill out, and like, homie, he had to like blur out their faces and like make their voices deeper and stuff because they can't be seen. But they're like some crazy. It's pretty wild.
Do you watch Andrew Callaghan?
Andrew Callahan?
Yeah,
Channel 5 News.
Did you watch the Kia Boys?
No.
Did you watch the Kia Boys, dude? That I can't even remember where. For some reason, I want to say Milwaukee. He finds these guys that this was a huge problem for a long time. But Kia cars, they basically had like a universal remote, or there was some way where people could hack into the cars
with their phone,
with like their phones or whatever it was, and drive them. Yeah. So they're literally stealing all kinds of Kia cars. They're taking them out of town. They're selling them, yada yada. And they were just talking about like how much money they've made doing it and all this shit.
Just taking them like chop shops or something.
And just basically telling him all these crimes that they've committed.
Wow.
Just telling him all this different type of shit.
Yeah, this is how we do it. This is where we do it. My name is this.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, why are you telling me this shit right now?
Andrew Callahan has some crazy videos.
Yeah, he's coming out with a movie too. I think he's coming out with another movie. The one on HBO, and then I just saw he posted on Instagram about he's coming out with some other type of movie.
Interesting.
Yeah, he does some wild shit.
Yeah, he like went to prison a couple weeks back.
No, that's not the dude who went. Do you know Danny Mullins? You've probably seen him. Do you watch Nelk videos?
Oh yeah.
Danny Mullins is in a lot of. You would know him then if I showed you a picture.
I just have to see him.
Bro, he went to jail in Sirgoinsville.
Really?
And he has like an hour-long documentary on his YouTube about it, where he was in the Appalachian, however you pronounce it, area, and he was acting, talking about Mountain Dew mouth. Evidently, it's like a legit thing, like where people drink too much soda, it like rots their mouth out.
Yeah.
So he was acting as a dentist, and he was basically making fun of people that had Mountain Dew mouth.
Yeah.
And he's leaving this clinic, and as he's leaving the clinic, these police officers get behind him and they arrest him. And they say in the state of Tennessee, it is a felony to impersonate like a doctor, a medical professional.
Wow.
And he said the cop was super cool, but he was like, there was 5 people from that clinic because he was at like a legit like dental clinic, and he was like, there was a bunch of people that were very concerned that you're gonna keep doing this, so I have to take you to jail. And he spent like 3 days in Shergoinsville, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew mouth.
Yeah, Mountain Dew mouth.
That's insane.
Makes sense though, doesn't it? You know
Yeah.
the shit that's in Mountain Dew, you know?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's why I don't drink soda.
I don't either.
Yeah, no shit, dude. I can't really say
You
that.
do.
I like
But it's
I
not-
like Coke Zeros, bro.
I was
Coke
about to
Zeros
say
are
you're taking the part out of the soda that does the mouth rotting.
Yeah, the
sugar.
sugar. Coke Zeros, like, which I don't really drink them that much anymore. Since
Every day you send a Snapchat, you're drinking a Coke Zero.
Dude, I haven't had one in probably a month. Probably longer than that. There's been 6 that have sat in my
I wish
bottom.
I had a hat right now because I would throw it at you.
There's been a 6 in the bottom
Wow.
of my fridge that I've not touched in forever.
You were drinking one like daily.
I was drinking like 3 daily. Yeah, I don't drink them anymore though.
That's
I will
probably
say,
for the better.
ever since I got this new job,
For the best.
I don't drink energy drinks, and I don't really drink sodas anymore.
I need to chill out on the energy drink.
I-
love
drink coffee?
Celsius.
I drink coffee.
Me
I
too.
drink. Weigel's has fire coffee.
So you buy your coffee, you don't make
I
it?
go when I'm home. If I'm working from home, I'll make a couple of cups.
Yeah.
But I pass Weigel's. It's $2. It's $2 for an extra large coffee, and it's got like a shot of espresso in it,
Ooh.
and it's a dark blend coffee.
Mhm.
I get one of those every single morning, and that's all I have.
Yeah.
But when I worked at Eastman, it was a Starbucks coffee with 2 shots of espresso, a Monster energy drink,
Oh
a
my-
Coke Zero.
Same day?
In 12 hours.
Dude, that's horrible. That's so much
6
caffeine.
o'clock in the morning, Starbucks coffee with 2 shots of espresso. So, 200 milligrams, easy. Probably more than that, right there.
Yeah.
Monster at
Another
lunch.
200.
Monster for lunch.
Yeah.
3 o'clock, Coke Zero.
Probably like 60 to 80.
Every single day.
That's crazy.
Every
Dude,
single
I'm
day.
the same way. I mean, if I go get a Starbucks coffee, I usually don't drink a Celsius in the afternoon. But if I drink I make cold brew here or just like hot coffee here,
Yeah.
then I'm probably gonna have a Celsius. But if I drink a Celsius in the morning, it's almost guaranteed that at 12 o'clock after I finish my lunch, I'm drinking another Celsius.
No
Yep.
way.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Dude.
they do say on the can, don't exceed 2.
2.
Yeah.
So you can drink 2 and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So if something happens to me, I have grounds for suing.
It always blows my mind when people like, dude,
I love
I've seen
Celsius,
people drink
bro.
like 4 Monsters in a day.
Bro, Ansel used to be like
That's
that.
what I'm saying, dude.
Ansel would drink like
Yeah.
like a bucked up and then get like a C4 as well.
Yeah.
And like a Red Bull. And
Dude.
I'm like, bro, you're ingesting like 1,200 milligrams of caffeine.
And now those.
That's like 3 times the recommended daily amount.
Oh
Those,
my gosh.
the bucked up ones are
300.
what? Yeah. I mean, they're a
What?
shit ton of
They're
caffeine.
like rains, bro.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
They're a shit ton
I drink
of
a
caffeine.
cup of coffee a day. That's it.
Hey, be careful with the wire.
If I am working from home, 3 cups.
3 cups.
3 cups,
That's
probably.
fair.
Like
you just
even,
make a pot, or do you?
no. I got a Keurig,
Keurig?
like just like how Tucker has.
Yeah.
I'll have 3 cups, like, and I'm probably chilling after that. And I might have a cup in the afternoon, but and I'm
That-
also weird.
That afternoon coffee hits though.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it's
Dude,
it's fire.
It's
the best.
so good.
Room temperature, black coffee.
Yeah.
I don't put a drop of any creamer in my coffee.
Same.
And, if I make it in the morning and I'm trying to, like, kind of speed things up, I'll put some ice cubes in there. Otherwise, I just let it sit for, like, 10 minutes until it gets room temperature, and then that's whenever I drink it.
Yeah.
Like, even when I go to Weigel's, like, I take the lid off when I get the
Let it
BAE,
sit for a
and I just
second.
let it sit, and I'll
Yeah.
go do some stuff, and then
Yeah.
by the time I get back, it's ready to drink.
Yeah, I do that too.
I
Bro,
hate hot coffee.
gotta get a little bit of a sugar-free vanilla in it.
I don't like it.
Gas.
It makes it
Yeah.
too sweet for me.
Gas, dude.
See, I think sugar-free vanilla adds like a weird taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Not a fan.
seem
Well, it's
right.
definitely chemicals, but it's
Yeah.
so good.
Dude, Autumn gets the wildest creamers. And I'm sure they're probably 400 calories per
Yeah.
tablespoon. It's like cookies and cream, s'mores, chocolate dip, snow cone. I'm like,
Yeah.
where did you find this at, dude? Like,
it's great.
and she loves it.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
yeah.
absolutely
Yeah,
loves
It's
it.
like Dunkin', bro. Dunkin' coffees are not coffee.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude!
No,
the
it's
amount of
creamy.
calories that are coming out of some of those coffees.
It's like
Yeah,
coffee flavored sugar milk.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
insane.
Oh my gosh.
But all right, you want to fire up the starting five?
Yes.
I'm hungry.
We'll fire off the starting five.
All right,
Alright.
so we can go to Tucker last if we need to.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to go to me last, but
That's cool.
starting five is NFL quarterbacks. Put the poll up. That's what won. Appreciate everybody voting on that. And I guess we'll just go ahead and let the guest go first and throw his top 5 NFL quarterbacks.
Okay, I am gonna do right now, and just because I feel like if we throw in all time, that's too much for my brain to handle. So I'm gonna say C.J. Stroud.
I like CJ Stroud a lot.
As much as it kills me to say, probably Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. You know I'm gonna leave for last. You know I'm gonna leave for last.
It better be who I think it is.
And it's a dead tie at number 1. Now, I say that we're not going to bring up old timers, but I'm going to throw one in because, he's the GOAT. We got Dak Prescott and Tom Brady tied at number 1.
Oh wow. Oh man, that's too crazy people to put together in the same sentence.
Now, listen, Dak's been in the league for 8 years now, hasn't won a Super Bowl, but he's going to go 7 out now. He's going to win 7 out.
There you go. And it'll be 7 for 7. Yeah.
What an idiot.
That's hilarious.
So Tom Brady's your number 1.
Oh man.
Dak 1.5. Dak 1.5. How about that?
That can be your honorable mention because that dude is dog water.
Okay. All right.
You got yours?
Mine's a little bit different from Dominic's. I did do my all-time favorites. But when I say all-time, it's definitely in all of our generations.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nobody. It's not
people
anybody.
we watch play.
People we watched play, grew up watching play. Number 5, I'm gonna have to throw in Vince Young. Watching the Tennessee Titans growing up, that's what got me into football. And this is all quarterbacks that really I'm like, oh man, this is why I have an appreciation for this sport. Number 5, I'm gonna have to put Vince Young. Number 4, Drew Brees. Big Drew Brees fan. I mean, he retired not too long ago. He played on the same Saints team as Alvin Kamara. I don't think Michael Thomas was with the Saints at the time that he was there. Maybe.
I think
He was. He broke the
maybe 1 or 2 years.
He was.
Yeah.
Okay, so Drew Brees, number 4. Number 3, Peyton Manning.
Goated.
You know what I mean? Goated. You know what I mean? Got to put him there. Number 2 is the GOAT, and I will gladly say he's the GOAT. Tom Brady.
Number 2.
Who do you have number 1?
I think
Bro,
I know.
You probably do. Number 1, just because, dude.
I know who. I know
In
who it is.
Madden, in ESPN 2K5. Yes, bro. Number 7 for the Falcons, Michael Vick, bro.
Okay.
Michael Vick is my number 1. An
Okay.
absolute cheat code in any football game you've ever
Agreed.
played.
Yeah.
A left-handed quarterback, just so unorthodox for a quarterback position. Wore a freaking glove on his passing hand.
From Virginia Tech.
One of the best scramblers ever, dude.
Like a Lamar Jackson
Dude.
OG,
OG Lamar Jackson.
Because Lamar
He is
Jackson
what
is
broke-
that type.
Michael Vick broke the stereotypical quarterback that the NFL was going for. They always said you can't run as a quarterback. You need a pocket passer. You need somebody that's smart and makes decisions. And Mike Vick's like, fuck it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
dude.
run.
This
see
dude
about
would
that.
run
We'll see about
80
that.
yards with the ball in one hand and score.
Yeah.
Dude, just phenomenal watch. I had his cleats when I played football. People would tell me he's a dog killer, and I'm like, dude, because he's a dog. You know what I mean?
He got it in him, son. He got it in him.
Oh, dude. So Michael Vick's my number 1, bro.
That's a pretty good
That's
starting
me.
five. All right, so
Tim Tebow.
You're right though.
He's like, he only played one season in the NFL, but Tim Tebow.
No, he played a few seasons in the NFL, and he also won 7 games straight to take the Broncos into the playoffs, which is pretty impressive because everybody said he couldn't do it. So back off.
Just
So
the
he is your
Jet-
number
did he
5.
play for
Dak
the?
Prescott.
So he is your number 5.
No.
Was he for the Jets and the only two teams he played for?
No.
Jets, Broncos,
Did
for
he?
sure.
Did he play for the Jets?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he did.
Yeah,
he
no,
did.
yeah,
He
for
played
sure.
like 1 or 2 seasons with the Broncos, and then he played like 1 season with the Jets, and
Yeah.
it kind of fizzled
Is
out.
that it,
Yeah,
though?
but we're talking about NFL quarterbacks.
Okay.
We're talking about college quarterbacks. Yeah, he is one of the greatest.
Yeah.
But my number 5 is actually another Gator. Kind of a Gator. You wouldn't remember him being a Gator.
Cam Newton?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
My number 5 is Cam Newton.
Okay.
Watching him at the Panthers when they
Cold.
dude,
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Dude, that was
He was
exciting.
so good with the
Yeah,
he
Panthers.
was so good, and his attitude and everything
Mhm.
when he's on the field,
Yeah.
like that whole sketch. Whenever he's on the goal line, and he's sitting there, he's like one of the I can't remember it was Clay Matthews from
Yeah.
the Packers.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, watch out, we're out, and he's like, hey, you've been watching film? That's cool, me too. Watch this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he throws the exact opposite route.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
dude, I mean, it's just like
Yeah, dude.
he was operating on such a different level,
Mhm.
and
He-
it was fun to watch.
He brought like fashion and hype into football
Yeah,
too. Like
yeah,
dude, Cam
he
Newton
just
was on a different wave.
unapologetically himself.
Yeah.
Plus, he was on the Florida Gator team. He was a backup before he transferred to Auburn.
He was on the team like the year they won the Natty, right? Because he's
Yeah.
in the documentary.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
on the 2009 team.
Yeah.
I think he's on the 2009 team.
Yeah.
So yeah, my number 5 is Cam Newton. My number 4, Vince Young.
Fair.
Growing up watching him, Eddie George was a running back.
Exactly.
It was fun to watch the Titans play then. It's
Oh,
like I was always
Chris Johnson.
Oh, Jesus.
Chris
Chris
Johnson
Johnson.
was the running
Chris
back.
Johnson
you're
was
right.
an
Yeah.
animal,
It was
bro.
Steve McNair
Steve
and Eddie George.
Steve McNair, Eddie
Yeah.
George,
Yeah,
Vince
yeah.
Young, Chris Johnson.
Yeah, but Vince Young, he was fun to watch in college too.
Mm-hmm.
I remember playing with him when he played at Texas on the NCAA games.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, and then he came to Tennessee. He put on a show for Tennessee. He's
Yeah.
a great quarterback. Fun
On
to
the
watch.
cover of the best Madden game ever.
Madden 10
Madden
or
08.
Madden 08. It's right there.
Yep. Madden 08.
Yep. So yeah, my number 4 is Vince Young. He was fun to watch. My number 3, Mike Vick.
Nah, dude, I
Clean.
feel you, bro.
Clean.
Mike Vick was so much fun to
Yeah,
watch.
yeah,
dude.
dude.
He just
Oh my
he
gosh.
represented Atlanta so well.
He did.
Mhm.
He
you know
did,
what I mean?
dude.
He's just a freaking dog. So
Mhm.
my number 3 is Mike Vick.
Dog.
My number 2, maybe a little controversial, but I just rock with him so hard as a person, Aaron Rodgers.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's very.
I mean,
fair.
yeah.
Yeah, he
and-
ran by my. He crossed my mind.
He's won
too.
like what 2 or 3 MVPs. Like
Yeah, one
he-
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like to me, the Super Bowls kind of matter,
Mhm.
but in the grand scheme of things, like you can still be a fantastic quarterback and never win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
I think he won a Super Bowl. Clay Matthews rookie year,
I think you're
if I'm
right.
not mistaken.
AJ
Yeah.
Hawk, I think, was on that team too.
I
Yeah.
think
AJ
you're right,
Hawk
yeah.
won it with him.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, my number 2 is Aaron Rodgers, and my number 1, obviously,
Yeah.
the GOAT, Tom Brady.
Absolutely
That's
respect.
my
And
favorite
Dak
player
Prescott.
of all time. What did you say?
And Dak
Dak
Prescott.
Prescott.
He was talking about quarterbacks that had never won a Super Bowl that are still goated.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I'll give it to you. If I had to win a game in the regular season that didn't mean shit, I would want Dak Prescott to be my quarterback because he's gonna run it up.
He's damn good at it too.
and Tony Romo.
and
come
they're
on,
both damn good at it.
Yeah. Regular season all day.
Yeah, yeah. So
That's
that's
so funny.
that's my starting 5. That's our starting 5. Top quarterback, NFL quarterbacks, and people may argue and be like, "Oh, all time, like these guys are better." It's like, yeah, there are people that are better, but this is like, we said it from the jump. Is like starting 5 is like our personal.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if we would have said, all time quarterbacks,
Yeah.
like or whatever, it's just
Yeah.
like we could go that
Joe
route.
Montana, and then you got people, just
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
in there, you know
but
what I mean?
goats back then.
Mhm.
Dan Marino, he never won a Super Bowl, but
Yeah.
still Dan Marino. It's
Yeah.
like, but yeah, fellas.
Appreciate having me, boys.
that was
Dude.
it. Yeah,
It was
absolutely.
fun.
We dap up on the podcast.
That's right.
Appreciate it. Appreciate
left
it.
hand dap me.
Yeah, I know, dude. Being one hand.
Yep. Well, appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Absolutely.
Peace.